right now, and we are
All
live.
right.
We are live.
What is going on, everybody? This your boy Sean, aka Stay Puff 1983, and we got another episode of Chatting with the Comic Community. Right now, I have two guests right now with me. I have Stone Cold Steve. What is going on?
Hello, everybody.
And we have Big Will, who is bagging and boarding books that he is anxious to show on the show.
Yeah. How you guys doing? I'm doing mighty fine.
Awesome, man. And so far in the chat, we have Life with two YouTubers. How's it going, Sharon?
Yeah, Sharon told me when I send AOK, don't send nothing expensive, but that ain't happening. I already got a book I know I'm going to send her.
A Wonder Woman book.
I'm not sending her Wonder Woman. maybe that'll be the first book out the box, but that'll just be for fun.
Well, I know from experience, just let it happen.
We got comics for all people. What's going on, brother? Southern Comic Geek. And like Sharon says, no, don't send that Wonder Woman book.
First one out the book, Wonder Woman.
She's hissing at that idea.
Yeah.
Well, if she don't like it, you can always give it to Rena.
Oh, it's oh so pretty.
Oh, that's a Manowar.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that chromium full wrap. Very pretty.
What's up, Matt?
Since Will's busting out books that he picked up, I'm going to show some that I picked up before, but don't think I've shown none of these before. Just some different stuff that I rarely pull out. I don't even know what's in here. So it's kind of new for everybody, including me.
I'll show this real quick. I was able to get another copy of Gotham City Sirens.
Oh, dude. Check out one of the books I got the other day. It's Harley Quinn 3. This is the first time the three of them are ever together.
Wow.
Yeah.
Nice. Gotham City Sirens.
Yeah.
Hey, I picked this up. I didn't pick this up. I didn't know if this is worth anything or what, but it was cheap, so I got it.
It's not, but that's a Joker cover, and it looks like it's in great condition, so you can't go wrong.
Yeah, you can't go wrong. You can't pass up books like that for $1 or $2. Hard to do for me.
And I'm iffy about this one that I got. Apparently, the Deathmate Black is the special one, and this one's the black. But I don't know if it's valuable or not. But I mean, apparently, this is the rare one.
Yeah, I've been seeing a lot of those Deathmate comics.
Yeah, I do too.
On Instagram and stuff.
They're just in different colors, but this one's the black one, so I thought I'd take a chance on it. See what happens. I think I got two of them in here. I don't know.
What's up, podcast? I was able to go to the shop today and get my haul. So, a bit behind on reading. It's been a rough month for me, but I got Birthright issue 41. The series continues to go along.
Man, you're not a true comic reader unless you're behind.
Exactly. Red Sonja issue number 13. It's a pretty dope cover.
Nice. Yeah.
Though I will get the Jay Lee one.
You better save that one for Sword and Sorcery week next week. Your boys gonna want to see that.
I got this one, Predators Hunters issue number 3, issue number 1.
Oh man,
it's a pretty dope cover. That's why it drew me in.
They say back in the day, Sean, that was a what do you call that? Because he chopped it. Is he holding his head?
Yeah, he's holding the head, man.
Yeah, decapitation cover. That's what that would say if you put that
in the
slab.
You know how the Predator goes. I picked up this beautiful cover of Isola.
Sweet.
That's a great read. Harley Quinn issue 70, of course. I haven't been buying Captain America, but they put this in my pull, in my box, and I was like, "What's this doing in here?" And then I see who's writing and drawing it, and it's Eric Larson.
Oh man, that's a sweet cover too.
Yeah, it is.
Look at that.
And they know I'm an Eric Larson fan because I collect Savage Dragon, so they put this in there. At first, I was gonna put it back, and then I saw it was Larson. I was like, I'll get it. I'll check it out.
Yeah. You guys remember the Amalgam universe after they did that crossover?
Yeah.
Dude, I got like another 10 of these in this stack somewhere. I found I think almost all of the Amalgam books.
Oh, that's
I
nice.
thought that was pretty cool. Doctor Strange Fate, Spider Boy, Super Soldier.
That's awesome. Next up, I got the Batman 87 variant. I think the Matina variant. Bat and Cat. Then, of course, I got the recent issue 88 regular cover. G.I. Joe 270. Snake Hunt issue part 5. So you enjoy that. Last but not least, Something Is Killing the Children issue number 5. See how this arc closes out. And then I just picked up issues that I missed, mainly to get ready for next week. And that is The Last God, chapter 2 and chapter 3. So I'll probably read both of these and talk about it next week on Sword and Sorcery Saturday. And that's it for me.
Well, give me a little time and I'll have plenty more.
No problem. Just want to shout out to people who jumped in real quick.
Is Sharon still in the chat? Let me see if she wants that to come her way.
Yeah, send it to her. And then she'll just give it to Rena. It's all good. I want to shout out Zeke Collects. Just woke up. I think I drank too much. You got Air Spider here. What's up?
Air Spider in the house. Spider doing a lot of chats lately. I think Air Spider was in the chat with the when they were arguing maybe about the rap. That was hilarious.
I gotta get to that part. Oh, I only read the first issue, Cookie. I liked it the first issue, especially the ending. So I need to catch up with these next 2 issues to see how it is.
Man, what's Cookie doing? If he ain't doing that, he could jump in with us.
Yeah.
So Al gets here. I could jump out and let Al jump in.
Got John's Comics with Kids. What's up, John? Good show earlier.
Yeah, I haven't finished watching his show yet.
Is John coming to MegaCon? That was the question I haven't heard the answer to yet. Yeah,
that's a interesting question. I know he said if things go his way, he'll probably come.
I'm wondering if they're going his way or not. I'm hoping they're going his way. I love
Cookie said
John.
He's going to take a power nap soon. I had to work this morning. Go on and get that sleep.
You had to work this morning. Boo. All right. This Will might know something about this one. I got this one for cheap too, Will.
Oh, okay. That's like his fourth or fifth series. Yeah.
I think that's the 4th.
Yeah. It's just it's a cool number 1. I mean, and it's Wolverine.
Yeah, it was Wolverine number 1, and it was in great shape. I had to pick this up, man. I love me some clown covers.
Were you a Spawn fan?
Yeah, I love Spawn. I gave most of my spawns to Bueller though to auction, make sure he had enough money to run around when he's here at the con.
Yeah, this dude at the flea market I went to has one long box and like a short box of just Spawn.
Man, if you see any newsstands, Will, especially in the lower 200s or in the 150s up to 220s, they're worth some good money in good condition.
Well, with how much stuff that dude has, I'm gonna have to go back and focus on like Batman, then go back another weekend, focus on Spawn, and then something else.
This was a cool one, Sean.
Well,
Alita Battle Angel.
nice.
I got that 1 and 2. My granddaughter watched Alita Battle Angel with me. She loved it, so I got her some comics when she gets her reading up to par, which should be soon because she's smart as heck. This I picked it was a good price too, so I just picked it up, a detective. And I always pick this book up when it's cheap.
Nice.
Wow.
I love that.
What's special
run.
about
Ghost Rider versus Punisher?
Yeah,
I just
that
love
their first
the
time?
interaction. Huh?
Is that the first time they meet or something?
Yeah, I think it's the first time because the second time it was in the Punisher War Journal book.
Well, in the since they've been talking about Star Trek a lot, I busted out a couple of my Star Trek books I had, which I never read none of these. But
Yeah.
I did like this one. This one will be a good one if someone wants to get it signed for your boy here.
Man, I just got that from Lady Fantastic.
Did you? That's a good book to get signed if you want to.
That's another thing. That guy over here has a lot of. He has a whole long box worth of Deep Space Nine books.
Nice. Got Comic with Bueller in the chat.
Pick this baby up. Look at that, man. How can you pass up a skull in a tree growing through a skull?
Man, that's crass.
I don't know, man. We'll have to ask Hialeah on that one.
Hell yeah, Hialeah and his skulls.
Now, did you see what John said, Steve?
Oh, wow.
Well, see if there's an airport that you can drive from, John, because I know the difference between flying from California to Atlanta and California to Huntsville, Alabama, which isn't that big a drive to Atlanta, is like a huge difference in price. So I don't know what airports are closer to Atlanta, but I know Jeffrey did that when we were talking about Dragon Con, and it was like a $300, $400 difference, I think, between Huntsville and Atlanta. So I don't know what's closer to the Orlando airport, but might want to try that if there's a close one.
Tampa's not that far from Orlando, from the con. And I'll be off that whole week. I could go pick him up and bring him if he needed me. Check out this, Sean.
Nice.
Underground. Couple of undergrounds. Man, you could get these for pretty good price at Urban Legends. He's always got this kind of stuff. I had to get that one. I had to get this second one.
This looks like those definitely books that Glenn would pick up for sure.
You're for sure Glenn would like those. You know who else would like those? Unruly.
What's going on, man?
Who is this? Who is this guy? Glenn would like those. You know who else would like those? Unruly.
What's up, guys? How you guys doing?
Hey.
Are we hearing up?
Is that me? That's not me playing, is it? Yeah, it is probably a rookie move. Give me a sec.
It's all right, man.
My bad, guys. How you guys doing?
Doing great,
Doing
man.
good.
Another
Congrats
Saturday.
on the 129.
Yeah.
Thank you.
129, 9.8. Man,
Yeah.
that's enough to take your breath away right there. I'm
Yeah.
seeing that book.
Sanity.
Lord,
Yeah.
mercy.
Hey,
That's
do
a big time book.
the three of you know anything about this book? It's apparently a 4-issue miniseries.
Yeah.
Dude had 1 through 3. I I'd never heard of it. It's called The Weird by Starlin, Bernie Wrightson, and Green.
I'd never seen that.
Me
This
neither.
is number 3.
That looks pretty cool though.
Yeah, no, it looks cool. And there's 2. And then here's the number 1. I mean, since he only was missing 1, and it's Starlin, Wrightson, and Green, I picked it up.
Man, that's a big time lineup right there.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I've never heard of The Weird, so I have no idea.
Me neither.
it's too weird for us.
Apparently,
Ray, Rayman says he has it.
What's up?
okay.
Hey, I heard you guys talking about Orlando and John needing a ride or something.
Yeah, he's saying it's a wrinkle. He said the tickets to get to Orlando $650.
Oh,
Yeah, but I'm thinking, what airport is closer that's possibly cheaper? I mean, if you don't do Orlando, like what's outside of Orlando that's within a 2-hour drive?
Cookie told me
Tampa.
to try
That's what I say.
Tampa.
Tampa's an hour.
Either Tampa or Jacksonville.
I tried all 3 of those, and for me, Orlando was the cheapest. So that's
Yeah,
where I
Tampa's-
applied.
We also
Tampa
got the Sanford airport over here near Orlando.
Sanford, Orlando.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking I may need a ride, man. I'm not sure if I want to get like a rental car or if I want to have one of you guys help me out.
Where'd you fly to?
Orlando, man. To get
So you're in Orlando?
yeah. Yeah.
What day you coming?
I'm coming Thursday. I'll be there Thursday. My flight gets in at 1:30 in the afternoon.
I'll be getting ready.
How long you staying?
Till Sunday night. No, Monday morning.
Oh, so you're going to do almost the whole convention then?
Yeah, man. I'm getting ready to hang out with all my peeps. That's what
So when you come in, are you checking in? Because I know Thursday I'll be going to the con that afternoon.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to the con too. I'm staying at the hotel that's like 2 minutes away from the con.
Okay, then I can pick you up and then we can go straight to the con.
Oh, dude, that would be awesome.
Hell yeah. You
I'll
was
get
coming
you.
to Tampa, I'd be getting you because I'm getting Bueller. I'm getting Bueller and Sam, and then I'm gonna get Robert G and Miss G, but I don't know what times they're coming.
Okay,
So
is it gonna put you out of your way, Stay Puff?
Nah, not really. Because the airport, I drive 528 to the con. So
Okay.
the airport would be right there. I'll just come pick you up and then jump right back on the highway and go to the con.
What time's the con start at?
It starts at I think 3 or 4 o'clock because I bought the 4-day ticket, so I'm getting the early. So I'll be in there by 2.
Okay, so my flight gets in at 1:50. Is that gonna be a
That's
problem?
fine. That's
Sure?
fine.
yeah, because
Yeah,
what's
you're mad.
an hour, man?
Sean, you should have said, yeah, it'll be an inconvenience. It'll be $49.95.
Stay Puff Uber. That's awesome.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
but it'll be no problem, man.
All right, man. I'll hit you
But-
up afterwards and we can figure it all out.
Yeah.
When is the con, by the way? When is MegaCon?
April 16th to the 19th.
Of
April.
April.
Okay. Yeah, the 18th and 19th is my convention in Huntsville.
Nice.
I hope it doesn't double up next year because, I mean, if you have one close to home, you just got to go to that convention if it's any count. But I also want to plan on trying for MegaCon next year because all you guys are there. Instead of going to DragonCon in 2021, I'll do MegaCon as my big convention.
Nice. I chose MegaCon this year because so many of you guys are going to be there, you know? It's going to be insane.
Super
Oh,
insane.
dude.
I'm so excited.
It's gonna be packed, man.
I think Hialeah was telling me too that he wanted to come and stay in the hotel with me in the room.
Yeah, he
He's
told me
at
to,
home.
if he didn't, he wanted to bring a bed and put it in my house. I said, man, I'll find somewhere to put you, man.
No, he can stay with me, man. I'll hit him up. He can stay with me.
That's cool. He what he didn't want to do is he wanted to do that because he wanted to be around and didn't want to miss the talk, the after talk. Oh, that's when all the fun shit happens. During the con, you're busy. But when you get down, I want to hear Matt in high school. I want to hear some Matt stories. Some Sean, I want to hear these football stories. I want to hear some,
That's right, baby.
I'm gonna make it my emphasis on trying to find that photo I have with John Romita Sr.
Okay.
I know I have it. I just need to search for it. When you don't forget where you don't put it, and then you trying to look for it and you can't find it. But I know it's here, so I'm definitely gonna try and find it so I can share it.
Definitely.
Who's your guys' main event?
For me, it's
I know
LeVar
Perez is going to be there, which is
Perez.
a rarity. So, what's your main event? You gotta go.
Perez, and LeVar Burton for me.
Artist wise, not that big a deal. These guys, that's my main thing is what they want to do. I'm with doing whatever they want to do because if I want to get something signed or whatever, we always find time to, slip off and get the stuff done. But I'm going to try to do CGC stuff. I want to send off right away because that line got big, like Saturday. I want to do that before Saturday for sure.
Is it on-site grading like it gets done at the con?
No.
I don't know for sure, but that would be awesome. I will be in line.
No,
for sure.
I don't think they're doing that, but one, maybe two conventions, and I'm fairly certain MegaCon is not one of them.
Yeah, at C2E2 probably.
Yeah.
Baltimore.
But man, I am not doing CGC pressing for CCS anymore because
I got to do something better, different.
yeah, they have my books. It said like 50 days, business days for fast track. It'd be like 95 business days without fast track. Come to find out, it's now 18 to 20 weeks fast track, and they haven't updated their website, so it's still showing 50 days. So I've got a long time to wait yet, and man, that's just ridiculous.
Yeah,
and all the horror stories from DS about how they mess your books up too, man. I got to do something different.
Yeah, me too. I got to find something, someone that we trust and everybody from our community sends them there. We know who they are.
I'm thinking I might try and figure out how to press or get with a buddy of mine that's wanting to make a few $100 extra a month. See if we can do
that's
something.
Good, man. If you just want your books, you know where they're going.
Yeah, because I can tell you right now, Matt probably knows this better than anybody. Ever since I was a kid, I've always thought in the back of my mind, whenever I've done something or bought something, I wonder if I can sell it for more later. Now, I wonder if I can make a profit on this. That's just how I've always worked. So if I try and start pressing, it's going to turn into something, and I'll be offering services. Don't worry.
Nice.
If I do it.
Yeah, I already got your address, Will, and I know exactly how to get that there quick. Hey, Matt, you got the 129 ready?
Yes, sir.
I want to. I got to get ready for this. Oh my God!
There it is.
Oh, and you did the New York City Spider-Man label. That is perfect.
Yeah.
Oh,
that is perfect. Have you seen? Have you seen the new labels they have? Wolverine, Deadpool, Venom, and Carnage.
Oh yeah, I've seen those.
Matt, I would like to go through this screen, pop out in that room, grab that book, and hop right back through the portal and close it.
Oh man, I've got magic spells around here.
You'll be like, man, I need his address as soon as I get to MegaCon.
Matt probably got infrared lasers throughout his whole room.
That's right, baby.
Yeah, I'd probably get shocked.
He dropped down like Mission Impossible and see all those red lasers.
That's right, baby.
Yeah,
you're gonna get
stuff going on, man. Poison darts and everything.
You're gonna get it signed, Matt?
No, man. You guys were talking about that earlier. I am not a signature guy at all, man. So I'll go meet Jim Lee because he's one of my favorite artists ever. But I'm gonna buy a print there and have him sign a print.
I'm with Art getting signed. Like if Matt drew me something. And he signed it, and I get it. Whoever the artist is.
Yeah. On my personal books,
Mhm.
I do not want a signature. So if you see me have a signed book, it's because I intend to sell it at some point.
Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense.
If you ever think you're going to get a Jack Kirby signed book, it's going to be most likely on the first page. He did not sign on that cover.
Yeah.
And if you get one that's
Smart.
Dynamic Forces Jack Kirby, odds are it's actually his wife signed.
Yeah, his wife
for him.
signed a bunch. Yeah.
So you're still not going to get that certified.
That's a sig I actually wouldn't mind having though. I would find the perfect book with his sig on it. You know, I'm
To find one on the covers
rare.
it's hard,
Rare.
man.
Very
I look
rare.
because Boat, Jim loves Jack Kirby, and he wanted to sell a couple books to get a Jack Kirby signature.
Yeah,
So
John-
I was looking.
John, if you remember, has a Jack Kirby signature, hopefully, supposedly, and it's signed on the cover of the book.
Yeah.
So I don't know if he sent that out for certification or not, though.
Yeah.
I'd be scared to if it was mine. I'd be like, I don't know.
Yeah. No.
Hopefully it's real, but
This is as good as it gets for me, man. That thing's done.
That thing's perfect, man.
Finished, man.
I was only asking because you're going to have to go through a facilitator if you want Ramita, and we can't get Stan anymore.
No, yeah, that's just impossible.
Hey,
I mean, Puff was asking, what I'm looking forward to. I'm like you, Steve. I just want to meet everybody, man. I already spent big bucks on some books. I'm done buying for the year.
Hey,
So,
to
I'm
be
just
honest,
hang out, man.
yeah, to be honest, I'm with you on that. Outside of meeting Burton and Perez, I'm more excited to meet everybody in the community. You know, like that's like the number one. With Comic Corps being there, I'll probably hang out at their booth.
Nice.
You know, we're gonna be there. Probably do a live stream right there with them. That'd be awesome.
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Hey Matt, I got the books together for your kids that I wanted to.
Oh,
give
dude,
the
you
kids
rock,
each one
man.
book. Yeah, so I kind of like the shiny covers. The kids kind of like them. So
Yeah, man, for sure.
I know they like Batman, so I grabbed
Yes.
a couple Batmans.
Nice. Oh, that's cool, man.
So I grabbed all them, and the girls I grabbed something a little different.
Nice, man. They're gonna like.
I love this one.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's cool.
for sure, man. She looks awesome there.
And this one is one of them.
Oh, dude, that's a great book, my boy.
Yeah, it's
Tim.
a great book in great condition.
That's a nice one.
And I think one of the
Yeah.
girls might like a Supergirl,
Oh yeah,
and one of them I hope likes this one because I
Yeah.
love this cover.
that's cool, man. My daughter Abby will love that, man.
Okay, good. I figure you give to who you figure you know what to do, but I will definitely be bringing these one day at the con. If I forget them the first day, I will have them the second.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
You know-
Matt.
Yeah.
Oh, go ahead, Matt.
No, go ahead.
What day you plan on hitting the theme parks?
I kind of just want to find out what everybody wants to do, and I'm down for that. You know? So
I
I'm-
know you were saying you want to hit the theme parks as well as the con.
Yeah, I'm hoping to go to Star Wars. What's it called? Star Wars World? I don't know.
Galaxy's Edge.
Galaxy's Edge.
Yeah, I want to do that, man. But I mean, like, if everyone's gonna go, I'll go. If everyone's like, you know what, let's skip it this time and stay at the con, I'll do that too. I just honestly want to hang out with everybody. So, but I think Bake the Snake was saying he wants to do Friday. He wants to hit
That
up
might be
Galaxy's
better
Edge
to go
Friday.
than a weekend because the kids will be out of school
Yeah,
Saturday. That park will be packed.
yeah. And I mean, that's it. Stay Puff. I just want to hang out with everyone, man. I want to get
we all-
good sushi. That's what I want.
Yeah, whatever we take a vote. The yays have it.
yeah.
You're in the nays. Too bad you're going.
Y'all want to see some more insanity?
Oh gosh. Hold on. Let me listen up.
I had 4 books on my list for my want year for my want list for 2020.
If you're done with your want list in freaking February,
I am, dude. So
Man,
this one
that's
took
terrible.
place of the AF-15.
that should have took up 2 years.
It did.
man.
It did, man. This took a place of some of them. So, and I decided I was happy with it for the wife, But check this out. I haven't showed this on my channel either. But I am.
This
so-
is why you got to tune into the Stay Puft Show.
That's
You'll
right,
see
baby.
Some stuff you haven't seen. Oh, nice sweater too.
Oh.
Nice. hoodie.
Oh,
Nice.
Matt, man.
man.
Look at that. White pages. Wait, where's it?
Matt, you might have to bring that to the con so I can take a picture with it in my hand. Superimpose it with
You
that
know what's
thing.
crazy? Is
Oh
pound
my
for
God.
Yeah.
pound for pound, that Incredible Hulk 1
Yeah.
is cheaper than the ASM 129. If you just look at grade for grade, how it goes down.
Yeah. Those two, I'm done.
Oh, hey man, I love the ASM, but there's no way on this earth, even in the 9.8, I pick it over that Hulk one. I love
Yeah.
that Hulk one.
Yeah. I actually got
Oh,
the
I'm
one
floored,
before
dude.
I bought the ASM, man.
Oh my God.
That's awesome.
Matt,
Yeah.
you're killing me, man, because I got extra money and I could possibly get a real big book, but I'm
Oh,
I'm
dude.
saving for the con.
Dude.
I'm trying to be disciplined.
I'll tell you what, man. This book right here. Okay, so the guy
That's
was
I don't even know the price of that book, but I know it's up there. But I know that Hulk is way up there, man.
yeah. The Hulk is more expensive than this book. But
Yes.
the guy was asking 12 G's for this. Okay, I worked a deal, got it down. But the best part about it is this. So I own 2 businesses, and then on for our house bills, like grocery shopping and everything, I put it on a credit card, and then I pay it off immediately, so I get 0 interest. And in doing that, I get cash back.
Yeah, you get the cashback rewards and build those up.
Yeah, man.
Build
So
those
I
up.
do that with both businesses and my home. I always pay it off, never get interest. And so at the end of the year, I had $4,500 worth of cash back.
Wow, holy
Just
crap.
free money, man. So I took the deal I got, added the 4,500 on it. I ended up spending like $6,000 for that book, man.
What a
Awesome.
deal. What a
That's
deal.
Right.
Holy
Hey, right?
Jesus.
Oh
That's
yeah,
the
man.
only way
$6,000.
that
And it was what, 12 grand prior?
$12,000 at the beginning. Yeah. And then I
Wow,
worked
so
a little deal and then threw that cash back in.
That's awesome.
That Hulk though, that Hulk is definitely over 10.
Oh, it was way more expensive than
Yes, way more than 10.
As it should be.
yeah. Oh man,
It
I
should
was
be.
so
That's-
happy.
that-
Like
That book is so freaking awesome. Oh my God.
That is the hardest to find of all the first generation Marvel #1s.
Yeah, that one's beat to hell,
Yeah.
Will, all the time.
Yeah.
That one is
Spider-Man,
always beat.
Hulk,
what's crazy is
X-Men,
white pages.
and
You know me.
FF.
He got white
that one's
pages
hard
on a
to
3.5. Who does that? Who does that?
Yeah,
Oh
dude.
my God. That's a freaking miracle. You got white pages on it. Even though you ain't never gonna look at them, you know they're in there.
Well,
Hey,
if I could send you this belt, Matt, for being the champion of that book, I'll send it to you, man. Because you're the
If
champion of
any
the day.
Any week I wanted to be on one of those shows, dude, like The Hunt or whatever, dude. It's this week, dude. Came in the mail. Came in the mail Thursday, Friday.
Oh,
Hey, I'd
back
spam
to
the whole
back.
page. Matt.
He like, Matt, the Hunt championship right there. Just hand it up.
Now let me ask you, Steve, if you did find an Incredible Hulk 1 in a 3.5 condition, you telling me you would want to flip through it, or would you not want to touch it?
I wouldn't touch Matt. Will, I would
So
not.
it's okay being in the slab.
These figures wouldn't touch if it was in a slab, but if it was, it wouldn't be raw because I'd be so, I'd have to have a slab, a book,
Yeah.
a high grade. I want to make sure everything is what it is. I don't
Yeah.
want no bull crap. So
You know what, man? The
that
next
is so
movie-
fire. A 3.5.
crazy, right?
God. Jeez, they thought the ASM 129. That's a bomb, but that whole
Yeah, next week's gonna be on my Instagram. It's gonna be all Hulk books until Friday, first appearance. Boom! Gonna drop it.
He's still
I'm gonna
Jeffrey, man.
be the one that tags you.
What's
I'm
up with
gonna
that,
tag you.
John?
Thursday.
Hey, later,
midnight, I'm
Cookie.
tagging
Later,
back
Cookie.
Hulk first appearance Friday.
Right? Oh my
Oh,
gosh!
my
Thanks for
God.
letting
That's
me.
a sweet ass book, though, man.
Thanks, bro. Thanks for letting me throw it on the show, man.
No problem, man. I'm
Yeah,
glad you dropped
I-
it on it.
I got one more book in the mail coming for this year. There's maybe like a $300 book I want, but I got so many points because I bought it on eBay, and so
So you got that.
I
Oh,
got-
you do the rebates and the ebook.
Ebates, yeah, man. So I got a total like $500 just sitting there waiting. So I'm making money. You know what I mean? Like buying stuff.
Man, I hate selling on eBay with taxes now, but buying, man, it's great for buying.
Yeah, it is. It is.
Man, I lost my eBay bucks like 3 times in a row because I forgot about them.
No,
so
dude.
freaking mad.
No.
It wasn't a lot, man. It was only like $50, but it's still
free
money that I lost. And that's principle. I don't care. $1. I'm gonna put that shit on my book.
Heck yeah, man.
Oh damn.
Heck yeah. I sold a little book. No, I sold an action figure I bought at Walgreens for like $10. I made like $30. And I sold it, and so it was in my account. And so when I got this book, I subtracted the 30. I was like, "Yeah, baby,
yeah,
celebration."
That's right. It all adds up, right?
Yes, it does.
Oh man.
Hey, but Matt, I go to the casino every so often, and I build up a lot of points. And guess what? End of January, I didn't use my points, and I lost all of them. And it wasn't a lot either, but it was a couple $100 of free food. Oh my God.
Wow.
I went directly up there and said, why are my points 0? I've been saving these. Oh, you had to use them by January 31st.
Yeah, man. As soon as I see the email like, hey, your rebates are ready or your eBay bucks are ready.
Yeah, your little
I go
certificate.
use it, dude.
Yeah, your little certificate. I bought a book just because I had that this time. I didn't lose it this time. I said, I'm buying something. I don't give a damn.
Do you try and wait for when they're like, you now have 8% or you now have 10% ebooks, and then I wait for those days to buy?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Absolutely. Exactly, Will, right? Especially if you're doing a buy it now, you wait for that day to do it.
Yeah. Well, I find the best deals are in lots. I try to buy lots.
Yeah,
exactly.
I agree.
The lots are definitely. I bought what was it? I bought this. I bought this book, but it came in a lot.
Sweet.
And
oh man, that's awesome.
So I paid for this book, but it paid for all other 10 books I got for free because this book's worth what the lot was worth.
That's the same thing with this. I got a couple of Harley Quinn books, the new 52 run, like the first 7 issues plus the 0 issue. And this book was included along with the second issue of it. And it came up to like $55. Nice. And I was like, this book alone is like almost $50 or more.
Yeah.
So I was like, shit, I'll jump all over that just to get another copy.
Yeah. So you feel like you got that one and it paid for a whole lot.
Oh yeah, man.
And there you go with that.
I did the same thing. I got this signed by Paul Dini. I got the number 3 I showed you earlier, their first appearance, all of them together.
Nice.
And I got the number 1, which in a 9/8 over $100 book.
Nice.
And I got this signed Alex Ross poster, all for just $100.
Nice, man.
Yeah.
Plus other books that I don't have with me right now.
You know, I got that Siren book in a mystery box, and I didn't know what it was, so I just gave it away to somebody.
Matt, I would have not known that book was worth nothing either. I promise you.
You know
and every time
when the movie
happens. I see him on the wall now.
Yep.
Sirens books on the wall. I'm like, what the hell am I wasn't even paying attention to these books. I could have gave these away all day and not know.
Man. Yeah.
And the funny thing about this book is when they was mentioning about a movie for a few years, the book slowly went up in price. You know, it's like it went from a $20 book to a $40 book, and then $60. And you can forget the slab is over $100. Yeah. So I was like, for $60 and including that lot, 55 plus tax, I was like, I'll take it. You know, because this book alone is like $60+.
The Birds of Prey movie just came out, right? This weekend.
Yeah, it just came out.
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't either. I've seen it and they love it, man.
I've heard bad things from the
really.
I've heard. Yeah, and I just haven't liked the concept of it since we found out about it. So I'm gonna wait before I go and watch it.
I personally, seeing like the previews, thought it looked horrible.
Yeah.
Like another Suicide Squad. But I've heard 2 people in the community that I really trust their opinions, and they are in love with it.
Well, I have my favorite reviewer who I watch, and she said it was meh. So I'm just going to wait and find out. Of course, everyone said the Joker movie was good, and then I watched it, and dude, that movie sucked.
Yeah, the movie itself ain't about much of nothing. His him
The last
as it is
20
what
minutes
everyone likes.
was exciting and fun to watch, but it was like a grit
It's
in your
like a
teeth
slog of
trying
depression.
to get there.
Yeah, it's not like a movie you go back and watch over and over again.
Exactly.
No.
You know, I like movies that you go back and it comes on, you're like, oh.
Yeah,
See
and
that
they
again.
didn't use their rated R either. It didn't need to be rated R to do that kind of a movie. They could have done that, change a few words, as PG-13. So the R that everyone, it's R. It's not.
Yeah. Stay Puff, what were you gonna say earlier, man, about Birds of Prey?
I would prefer this movie be Gotham City Sirens instead of being Birds of Prey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Birds of Prey has always been Oracle, Huntress, and Black Canary that started it off.
Yeah.
And then others came in. But it just felt like they just used Harley to sell the movie.
Yeah.
And that's pretty much what it was.
I'm with you, man. I think they made a mistake in not doing the Sirens first.
Yeah.
I mean, and they don't even have all the Birds of Prey right. They have Black Canary, Huntress, and Renee Montoya. Oracle's nowhere to be found.
They even got Cassandra Cain in it. I didn't like
They
how.
even have Cassandra Cain.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I didn't even like her the way they presented her in the trailers. Like she's a badass character.
Yeah, I love everybody in the community, but based on Joker and some other things, I'm not going to go with their opinion on movies because most of the time we have to wait so long that when it finally comes out, we're like, yeah, it's great. Is it really? Yeah, it's great. No.
But you know what? That's the beauty of waiting. Because I didn't see Joker until it came out on digital Blu-ray. And I'm like, it don't even take long for it to come out on Blu-ray. So it's like, it ain't like back in the day where you had to wait a whole year for the movie to come on VHS. Now it's on Blu-ray digital within 2 months after it was in theaters. So it's like, I'll wait.
Dude, buddy of mine didn't even want to do that. I was like, hey, have you seen Joker? He's like, no. You want to watch it? Okay. So he goes on some foreign website that has it pirated, and we watched it like that.
Hey, Stay Puff, did you like Joker then?
It was okay.
It was okay.
It was okay. Like Will said, the best part was the last half of the movie.
Yeah.
When he went finally got in costume and then went on the talk show with Robert De Niro, that was like the most intense part of the whole movie right there.
Yeah.
And then everything that followed. But everything before that was like
it was slow.
It was slow and stuff. And the whole thing with the Bruce Wayne thing, I didn't really care for at all.
That didn't need to be in there at all.
It didn't need to be
in
there.
Or the Thomas Wayne thing, you didn't have to use it.
Yeah, the whole thing with the Waynes was
most of the movie was him in his underwear showing off how skinny and anorexic looking he is. I mean,
Yeah, I'm surprised when them guys were beating him up, they ain't break every bone in his body, man.
I haven't seen it yet, man, but I've heard a lot, talked to a lot of people about it. It's just not my kind of thing. But I used to I loved Man of Steel. I loved that movie, man. And
I liked it too.
I was really hoping from there the DCEU would take off, but I think
we got some good things though. We got Wonder Woman is great. X-Men will be great. We had the Aquaman was awesome. And Harley Quinn in the Suicide Squad was great, even though the movie itself wasn't all that great. And I would imagine she's probably good in Birds of Prey, but the movie around her may not be. But I bet she is.
Yeah.
Shazam was pretty fun. I enjoyed Shazam.
Yeah.
Yeah, Shazam was funny.
My only problem with Shazam was it felt like he was in a costume. It didn't feel like he was Shazam.
True.
Well, that's because they didn't have a budget.
The actor, but it's just that what he was wearing, it just seemed real cosplay, man.
Yeah, but that was probably more of budgetary reasons as the best they could do with it because they didn't treat that movie nowhere near like the rest of them as far as what they did.
Yeah.
Felt like they used all their budget on Aquaman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Aquaman could have saved. They could have saved like a half hour off of Aquaman.
Yeah, it's
and it
true.
would have been a much tighter movie.
And I'm not a big fan of I like the actor. I just don't like him as Aquaman. I don't like Flash as Flash. I thought Ezra Miller. I think that's what's his name, Ezra or something.
Yeah.
I didn't like him as Flash. You know,
I don't like him
awesome as Wonder Woman though.
I don't like him as Barry Allen. I think he would be okay as a Wally West. Same thing as the Green Lantern movie with Ryan Reynolds. He should have been Kyle Rayner. He was no Hal Jordan.
Who?
In the Green Lantern movie, Ryan Reynolds.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he should have been Kyle Rayner, not Hal Jordan. He's not Hal Jordan.
Man, if Tom Cruise was 20, 30 years younger, he'd be the perfect Hal Jordan, man.
Oh, yeah, he would.
He's saying that because of Top Gun. Messed up.
That's right, baby. Oh, man. So Comics for All People thought Man of Steel was whack. Man, love that movie. It's what made me fall in love with Superman.
I like the Man of Steel.
I wasn't a Superman fan before that movie, and then I watched that movie, and I remember sitting there in the theater like, this guy is awesome, man.
I prefer Superman in other media other than comics. Because you got to have the good story for Superman to be good. It's really easy not to do him good. And in other media, like the cartoons and the movies and all, he's done better to me.
Did y'all
I
see
still enjoy Superman 2 the most, though.
You see the Instagram? Somebody posted Superman 1 for sale.
Mm-mm.
It was like 100 and something grand or
No way.
165, something like that. Yeah,
That's actually a little low. What condition?
it wasn't action. It was Superman 1. I was like, holy crap.
That's still a little
Matt's
low.
at it
What
again.
condition was it in?
Have to be
Matt's going to
right.
pay interest on this one.
Oh, dude. You know what? I'm being honest with you. Yesterday, I was sitting here looking at these, and I'm like, should I liquidate my entire collection and grab a Batman 1, a Superman 1, an action? You know, like, it's possible for me to do that, man.
Yeah,
I was sitting there the other day, and I'm like,
but how much time are you going to have to do getting all those books you sold back?
yeah,
That's a lot of time.
yeah, it is. It is.
That would be
stuff that I
fun,
pulled
though.
out- the stuff that I pulled out and sold so I could buy these, they were
For sure.
hard getting rid of. They were really hard getting rid of, but eventually I was able to just get over it. Like, I just sold Avengers 196, 9.8 white pages, right? The first Taskmaster. And great book. I loved having it in my collection, but right now it's like premium money. You know what I mean? Like, it's
high. It's high.
it's
right
high. And after that movie comes out and it dies down, I'm just gonna lose profit there. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
and you can get it back then.
I can,
Yeah.
right? And so I mean, I
Put it right back on your list to get when
Exactly.
it dies down.
Exactly, man.
But I don't think you just get over it though if you sold all of them to buy a Superman 1 and action.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, I could probably get 2 of those, like a Tech and
Dude, it would be better to probably go after Cap 1 or Wonder Woman's first appearance or the Flashes.
yeah, those would be easier, but those aren't my favorite characters, man.
I know.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's who you like. Sometimes
Yeah.
you like the wrong ones. Batman and Superman.
Yeah.
You're talking 1 and 2 of
Yeah. Cool.
the started
Spider-Man,
everything.
Batman, Superman, like those are the guys, man. You know,
Yeah,
so
of course. Every time we ask you, though, the list keeps changing. You like everyone. Just admit it.
like JP says, man, I got 25 of my top 5 favorite characters, man.
Yeah.
But Spider-Man and Batman are 1 and 2 no matter what, man. And everybody after that rotates all the time, you know.
But
Yeah.
Spider-Man, you can get an AF-15 and still have most of your collection, though.
Yeah.
Do the other one, you'd have to sell it all.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right.
See what Kachun say?
Let's see. Boy, got 7. Would you sell all your favorite characters for? No, man, because those are my favorite characters. So like, I love like Superman. The more I read Superman, I've been going back and reading Golden Age stuff. I fall in love with him more and more every day, and like he's solidifying that number 3. He's up there, man.
I got
It's
I have
hard.
a Superman. I got a Superman lot going up in my auction Monday.
I'm gonna shut my door real quick because it's loud.
Well,
Most of my collection is built on Spider-Man and X-Men.
Which are awesome.
That's majority of my collection.
It's good stuff, man. I switch all the time, guys. You know I do. I was like so sure I was going to start the 80s.
You see, John.
What do you say? I love you,
I've
John.
seen your collection. You can do better than that.
Oh shoot, man. No, I never tell anybody what everything I have, what it's worth, but I could do some damage with that stuff, man. But it would be so hard to like get rid of everything, you know.
Well, what about the TMT #1 first print?
Okay, that one's on my list. AF15 and FF1 now, so that's going to be 2021. And I think I'm going to start with TMNT1, maybe a 9.0.
Matt's killing me, man. If I knew this was going to happen, I might have just went somewhere today and not seen this show. 'Cause you want me, hey, I want to go so bad into my stash and get my Fantastic Four 5.
Oh,
First Doctor Doom. I love that book.
yes.
And I could get it. I could absolutely get it.
Yeah.
And I would be happy as Matt is today.
Right.
But should I do it?
So
I might have to talk. I might have to talk to you, Matt. I might have to FaceTime you later today. Oh.
Why TMNT one as the first one to go after?
Yeah, I think
you would have
that
said
one.
FF1.
That one is rough to get. That one's flying up, man.
It's
I was
more
surprised
rare.
at what that cost.
Yeah, it's more rare and it's moving, man. You know what I'm saying? Like
It's really moving
Every
up.
time
Well,
I see it,
saw
it's just keep going up. And
exactly.
It's I think it's because it's the rare book.
Yeah.
It's so rare that the prices keep going up because people keep investing on the Ninja Turtles, and Ninja Turtles' popularity hasn't waned since they came back in
and a lot of kids
2003.
grew up with the Turtles, and that makes that book just.
Oh yeah.
I don't think that book ever comes down. It's kind of
Yeah.
like Spider-Man 1 and the AF-15 don't come down. They only go up.
The thing with FF1 though, if we do get the Fantastic Four in the MCU sooner than later,
Ooh, we're getting it soon. That's why I want to.
Yeah.
If I'm going to do 5, I need to get it.
There's a guy on
get it.
Instagram that has 3.5 white pages, and I keep messaging him like once every 3 months. I'm like, "You ready to sell that book yet?" Raw, nice.
Is that the last issue or?
I forget. It's the death of somebody.
I can't
It was
remember
on
how
one of the
long
lists.
that ROM run went. Because I know a lot of people on Instagram that love the Marvel ROM run.
Yeah. Now, Air Spider, you're right, man. That's why I got insurance on all of it, and that's why when I send out my address, it is a post box, a PO box. So
He
Yeah,
didn't mention his third
if anyone
company,
had-
it's security.
you walk in my house, and my kids all got AF-15s. Like,
AF-15 floors came in.
instead of an AR, an AF-15. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, if anyone has any kind of value of books, I would definitely recommend insurance, especially if you send things out to get graded and whatnot. It's really nice and peace of mind.
Yeah. I didn't have insurance until last year, and then now that I have it, and I send in all the pictures and all the stuff they need, like I'm good, man.
Air Spider's got it right. A large salt. There's nothing like
That's right. That's right, man.
in the dark that you
I'm gonna
don't
start
know
running
about.
right then. Oh my gosh.
Yeah, comics is right. That's what I was saying. So many people grew up with the Turtles. It's just going to be popular. I just never see it going down.
Yeah.
How rare is that book, though? Did they have a count like what?
Yeah, man.
Because it can't be much.
The other day.
I know it was My Ridge Comics, so it didn't have a large print route to begin with. The print
I thought it
route.
was like 1,200 or something like that, wasn't it?
Let's see. First print is. See if I can find it here. Come on, it's not giving me any info. I'll find it. Okay, 3,000.
Yeah, that's
Aggressively's right. Lucky Fantastic Four, because they would be through the roof. He ain't wrong.
So 3,000, right?
Yep, 3,000 total, man, for that first print. And then there's only like 700 graded. That's it.
can imagine the people that didn't keep that book.
So there's
in terms of great
2,300 books that aren't graded that someone might not even know they have that's worth
Yeah.
that much. That I mean, not 2,300, but there's a good percentage that they have and don't even know probably,
Yep.
man. Sitting in a closet that I need to get these on.
Right. So my friend comes up to me the other day and he's like, "Hey man, I got a job for you to do since I own a landscaping company." He's like, "I need your help." And I wasn't able to do the job. I was too busy with my commercial stuff going on. And so he got mad at me, but before he got angry because I couldn't help him, he's like, "Yeah, he does pools and some landscaping, and he was at somebody's pool in this real nice neighborhood here in El Paso." And he's like, "Yeah, man, I went in there and I was doing the guy's pool. He's like, 'Hey, I can't pay you today, but you want to take one of these comics?' And he said he had hundreds of boxes in his garage. And he's like, 'I'm just trying to get rid of them. I'll sell them all to you for like $2,000. And the guy's like, no, I can't take a comic book, but I'll take money, you know? So he came and told me, he's like, "Dude, I'm going to take you over there and show you, and you can buy everything from the guy." But then he got mad at me because I didn't do the job. So he won't tell me where the guy's house is at now, man.
Oh,
Man,
no.
no, Matt, now you gotta send him a picture of you with the money in your hand, and then he may rethink it.
I'm seriously thinking about going to every house in that neighborhood and knocking with flyers and be like, "I buy comics," or, you know what I mean? Like,
If it ain't too big of a neighborhood, man, you have all the kids canvass the area.
right, dude, that's right.
Dude, would you even have time?
Say it again.
Would you even have time to go through that many books? Because you got to do that if you buy them. You got to look at every book.
Well,
Look up every
he
book.
showed me a picture of one of the books in there. And it was Avengers 1.
Oh,
The actual one.
He took a picture of it. He was like kind of looking through them, and I saw a picture with him, his hand in there, and it's an Avengers 1. And I'm like, "Oh my gosh, this guy's gonna sell the whole thing for $2,000." Yeah.
Hey Matt, I'm in for partnership on that if you need help.
That's right.
Because if there's an FF5 in that damn collection, oh my God, I would get a
No,
deal.
if he got Avengers 1, there ain't no telling what other fire books he got in there.
Hey, me and Matt would be sitting back going, "Okay, if there's this book, I get it. It's okay, it's my pick, it's my draft. I draft Fantastic Four #5. Matt drafts Fantastic Four 1.
That's right. Hey, let me see that box again.
Yeah, Spider said, "Just give dude 250 to take you over there."
That's right. That's what I was gonna tell him the other day. I was gonna be like, "You know what, dude? Like, I'll give you $500. Just tell me where the guy's house is at."
No lie, man. I would for Matt if the Avengers 1 is in 3.0, it pays for everything.
Yeah.
If it's a 3.0,
Yep.
Anything higher, you profit on one book.
I gotta
That's
get over
crazy, dude. There's no way. Oh my God, I would canvass the area, man. I would post a sign outside that neighborhood. If you're selling comics, this is my number. I carry large amount of cash.
Yeah.
To buy your collection.
Yeah.
But that guy did you dirty by telling you it, but not giving you the address or something.
Hey Matt,
I would have at least said, "Well,
go do that job no matter what."
I would have at least said, "All right, you want to buy these comics? You turned down my last job offer, so I got another job offer. You do this, and I'll give you the address."
Yeah.
And you'd probably jump all over it.
Yeah, man.
Just go to the post office and send a letter that says, "Hey, I buy comics to every house in that one area," and that'll be cheaper than the $500 for the guy.
You know what? The neighborhood honestly probably has like a total of 80 houses.
See, that ain't nothing for a letter for every house with something in it.
I'm seriously thinking about printing stuff out with my logo, The Boy Who Had 7. I buy comics and collect them.
That'd be cool.
I got tons of cash. You know what I'm saying? And
Well, I wouldn't advertise I have tons of cash. Just say you'll offer cash.
no, I would I would be holding like stacks, just pictures of me.
You gotta be sitting like the Iceman on the blocks of ice, but with cash.
That's right.
You'd be like you, Scrooge McDuck, diving into all them coins.
Right,
Hey,
dude.
what kills me, Matt, is he sent a picture of Avengers 1. That just kills me, because there could be garbage books everywhere, but when you send that picture, you imagine a Werewolf by Night 32 could be in there.
And this is what happened, man. He went to the guy's house and he's like, looking through the boxes. He's like, I don't know what I'm doing. And so he just took a picture. So the next time I saw him, I was at my sister's house and we were having dinner. And he's like, hey, check this out. Is this anything? And I'm like, oh, no, that's not that good of a book. You know, I just get I'm like, no, that's a great book, man. No, but I saw it. I'm like, oh my gosh, this guy has all this heat. Like, I need to go get him, you know? And so then I couldn't do the job for him, and now he won't answer me, man.
Man, Matt, you gotta mend that fence immediately, dude. You need to get off this show. And you need to send,
that's not a fence that deserves mending. If he's going to get mad over that.
I know.
Yeah.
I know, but
Do the Flyers thing. That'll work.
Gotta swallow my pride for $2,000 worth of comic books, right?
I would have felt burnt if he just told me what was going down, but not give me the address. And I was like, yeah, I see what you're trying to do, man.
I know.
I couldn't.
Hey, poor Mike, what's up, man?
What's up for Mike? I know Mike ain't poor though.
He sent me a nice AOK, man. I got the video ready. It's gonna come out on Monday, Mike.
This is gonna be one of my 300 subscriber giveaway books. I'm still getting it together, but I'm gonna put this in there.
Nice.
Turtles Ghostbuster trade.
It's my childhood right there.
Yeah. Man, I was so excited when they announced this series. You know, because everybody grew up watching Ghostbusters and Turtles. You know, that's like 80s nostalgia all the way.
Oh, yeah.
So when they announced that, I was so fucking excited. You know, I was like, I can't wait. You know, I always had dreams and visions of Ghostbusters and Turtles meeting together, you know, and going on adventures. So that was amazing. You know, and it started all this crossover stuff with IDW doing Ghostbusters Turtles, and even the real Ghostbuster crossover was fun.
Hey, Matt, do you ever check Craigslist anymore?
I do every week, man.
Hey, I checked Craigslist. Maybe it's 2 weeks ago. There's a post on there. Says Old Comics, and they show picture of FF15, Spider-Man 1 through 6, selling my brother's collection. That's the books they show.
Oh.
They go, we know these are valuable books, but we want someone to make an offer, and you know you'd have to go look. But I was like, why in the hell would they just not take those books and get them graded?
Yeah.
And you know exactly. One of my buddies called and said he did that, and they said they didn't want to go through all that and all that. They just wanted to cash off.
No idea what grading is.
Want to get rid of it.
Yeah,
I
they
went
just
to a
want
guy's
to
house. I went to a guy's house and spent 3 hours looking through probably about 50 to 60 boxes, and it was all 90s and up, man. And I was so bummed out because when I first saw the ad, I'm like, oh, I'm there. I took cash, and it was just all 90s and up, man. And all the keys were missing. You'd go like through Wolverine, and there was no Wolverine 1, but it was 2 through everything else. And then you'd go through New Mutants, and they'd get 87 and 98 were gone, you know?
Yeah.
And I was like,
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 9.
thank you, Fish and Freaks.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, I've been thinking like Reggie collects. He does this. He on Craigslist he puts out an ad. I collect comics.
Those must work better than the selling ads because that's all I see online. There's no one that's selling comics. It's just ads for people around my area buying.
Yeah,
that's it.
And here's the thing: like,
for me,
the person with an Action 1 is not going to be on Craigslist.
No.
It's going to be some old person in their house that you're going to be like, son, come help me move the fridge. And then you go help him move the fridge. You're like, take this comic and read it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I have that dream all the time. Can you guys tell?
A guy at my LCS said that a guy contacted him. I think he was from the Marines or something. He was in the service, but he had like a bunch of old, like Superman 9, Superman 4, 7 and stuff like that. And he wanted him to come out and look at it. And I'm like, man, I'd have been there. I mean, he couldn't have hung the phone up, but I wouldn't have been there. He's like, I'm thinking about it. I'm like, thinking about it? You ain't even going to go check it out? He goes,
man.
He's into more new stuff. You know, he wants to sell the new stuff in statues and stuff. I'm like, I was like, man, I just wanted to say, give me that number, man. Let me go talk.
I want to like have a shop or have a big area in a flea market or something where people can see me with comics because everyone goes to the LCS. They always get great deals. People bring in collections because, comic books, local comic shop. That must be where I go.
Yeah.
They always go to those places. Or like I was in the flea market today. Dude's like, yeah, I get people coming in. They have a $350 ticket they need to pay for, and they want $1,000 for these books, and he offers them $351, and they take it, and he has all these books.
Yeah. I was helping some old friends move, and this was a guy that was a World War II vet, and in his backyard he had like one of the metal sheds, and inside there wasn't even a floor, and he had comics on the corner of the shed that had been wet and like destroyed over years, and they were so bad they were like stuck together and moldy that I just didn't even. There's no way I could save them, you know, and I couldn't see what was inside. I don't remember what was on top, and I was like, oh man, like there's someone, you know. That's why they're expensive though, because not everyone took care of them, and so when you do find one, that's why it's so sought after, you know.
I would have put on some special gloves and try and attempt to go through that box.
Oh, it was so heavy. I was gonna get
the first book you pick up, Sean goes.
Oh, they did.
Like
They were
confetti.
crumbling and stuff, and yeah.
Yeah, man, the pages get brittle and they get wet, then they dry and wet and dry.
Yeah.
That's not
And it
very
wasn't
hot.
even in a box. They were just like stacked on the floor, you know?
Uh,
I bought a collection from a guy that didn't know how to take care of books, and I literally had books. It's one of my crappy first videos on YouTube is me going through what this guy had, and books are literally falling apart in my hands. That it was such a horrible condition.
What's up, Kirk?
Yep.
Yeah. Ah, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey, Kirk, you want to join on the show? I'll send you the link if you want to jump in.
Just got back from the LCS. Look at that Hulk, man. I mean, that Hulk is just
Yeah.
my
Apparently, I went
Hulk.
a little hard on What If.
Yeah, I can't lie. I peed a little when I opened it, you know?
Oh my gosh, man.
Oh,
Hey, I would have got that book, and right now I would be still sitting like this, going, man, try to take this from me. Ah.
that's right. Oh, man, it's cool. It's so cool. And white pages, man. Come on.
White pages. That's unbelievable.
And it has
Read
white
my book.
Natty white
White
pages. Know it.
Ah, that's crazy, man.
Hang out with me, guys. Like, you know, it's one thing when you get a book and you put it away and nobody knows about it, you know, and then it's another thing when your friends like get happy for you, you know. So I appreciate you guys, man.
Oh, I'm shit. I so want to freaking. I would love to be in your neighborhood. I would be in your house in like 30. Hey, Matt, definitely contact me after this because I know a guy that's got a lot of good books and he's
What's
kept them
up,
good.
man?
It's selling them for his son to go to Duke.
Okay.
And he is a guy that is right up your alley, man. He knows his stuff. He's a cool guy, and he's got like House of Secrets. He has a Tales to Astonish group in 9.2.
No way.
Yeah, he's like I'm like one of the. He says it's got to be the second or third highest graded on this. He's got books like that, but he's a real cool dude. I talked to him for a while. He invited me in. I bought a X-Men 94. I wanted to give the Bueller to give away in his boxes, so I went and picked that up. But he showed me, man, he's got, oh my God. I need to contact him, man, because he might have a FF5.
I almost bought one the other
But
day.
I knew you were looking to upgrade something. I wanted to say it was House of Secrets. You were looking to upgrade maybe.
Yep.
I know he has a 7.0 or a 7.5. I don't know if he has higher, though. I don't know. But he's got a bunch of good books, man. He's got Incredible Hulk 1, X-Men 1, and stuff like that.
Someone wants to trade me my give me a Hulk 2, 3, 4, and 5, I think it is, for my FF2. And so I got
those are tough books too lately. They're going up, man. You know, those are creeping up, Matt, because I looked at them when I first was looking for a book for Jeffrey Comic-Con.
Mhm.
I was looking to get him a book. And I looked, I said, damn, these books used to be pretty cheap, man. They're like, but every decent copy was $400 or $500 for like low grade, but decent. I was like, damn, they're creeping, man.
Yeah.
To get a
I'm
9.8
getting
and
a
white
181.
pages that, you're going to pay some bucks.
Yep. What's up, Jeff?
Yo. They're already talking about you, man. Looking Mr. Clean and everything. You're like,
Yes,
we got the two bald guys at the bottom, so they looking like
Not
segregation,
much,
man.
man.
Hey,
Not much.
Jeff must have went out on a date, man. He's all cleaned up.
I'm freaking out with these next to me now. I'm gonna put them away.
Yeah.
I don't want them to fall.
Jeff is hoping he shaves his head. He'll get
No.
an ASM 129 9.8.
That's right.
But Matt, that guy, if it's possible that something you might be looking for and he has, he's close to me.
Okay.
Like I could take you over.
Oh, that'd be
I
cool.
would love this guy. You know what I mean? If we could fit it in sometime after the con or
Yeah.
just any time, man, because dude, he's got the books, man, for sure.
I'm down.
And it'd be good for you to meet him and know you can trust him. He's a cool dude. He sells cars too and stuff. He's a cool
Sweet.
dude.
All right, man. I'm down.
2 months old.
So, Jeff, what
man,
you got going on, man? He freezing as usual.
Yeah,
Everybody throw up the peace sign.
he looks good.
Not much, man. Not much. Yeah, as usual. Yeah, no, 2 months away. It's 2 months away. Hold on. Oh,
Yeah, man.
Fixed it.
Steve be pushing paper.
Man, that damn. It was one thing to see a 129.98 because I like this book, but that damn Incredible Hulk book, and now he's talking about FF1 in my presence.
Oh, there we go, baby. ASM 129.
Look
Yeah,
at
it's
that.
mine.
I know he has to rub that in every so often
That's
to let
right,
me know
baby.
I don't
Show it
got
up,
that
man.
either.
Hey, that looks clean.
It's about 4.5.
Nice, man.
Hey, it's 4.5 grades higher than I got.
Yeah.
Man, I love that book. I'm just I seriously did not think I would own that book for a long time.
Me too.
I wanted it,
You know what's funny? I think it was a couple of years ago on Instagram when people were saying what was the one wish book that you want to get.
Yeah.
That probably be out your price range, and I mentioned that book, and people were like, "Oh, you might still be able to get it because it's still a reasonably priced book. While it's expensive, it's still reasonably to get."
Yeah.
Lo and behold, Strictly Comics had a raffle, ASM 129. I was like, all right, I'm iffy on raffles.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna go hard on this. I think I did 6 spots out of 30.
How
maybe
much?
7.
How much were the spots?
$20. $20 a spot. So I took 7 spots. And I'm like, if I don't win this, man, I'm going to raffles for good. So he did a live stream on YouTube, and I'm sitting there watching. I'm like, oh boy, he's going through it, the randomizer, and the next thing you know, I see my name top on the last one. I was like, is this real?
Oh
can't
my
be real.
God.
Yeah, baby.
He's like, yo, Stay Puft, you won. It was like, congratulations. And I'm still like, did I really win ASM 129?
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
That's
I was
awesome
like,
as hell.
wow. And then after I won that book, that started a streak of raffle wins.
That's
which
what I'm
ended. It ended with ASM 300, CGC 7.5, and I was like, I'll take my winnings and lay back from raffles.
Smart, man. Smart.
Holy crap, man.
That's what I was gonna say. Your first thought was like, did I just win that? And your second thought was, when's the next raffle?
Yeah. Hey, him and Cookie, I want to see them battle to see who could come out on top of the
Dude,
raffle.
Cookie
because
wins
been
the
winning
bunch,
everything
man.
lately. Cookie's on fire lately.
Yeah, he is.
He won one. He said he's going to give me one at MegaCon. So I had him like Nightcrawler 1. I'm like, man, I got to up my game now, man. I got to find Cookie something else good to throw in there.
Have you guys seen Elite Comics 11? How they're doing that AtCon today?
No,
Yeah.
I haven't seen it.
So like on Instagram, they're doing like a completely virtual Comic-Con. And it's today and tomorrow, and they're giving away all kinds of prizes and everything. So they're on right now with live panels with like who did they have on earlier?
They got Neil Adams at some point.
Yeah, Neil Adams. They had Neil Adams on. So, but anyway, they were doing a bunch of giveaways, and I won a Avengers 196, man.
Look at that.
Nice.
You sell one and one. Man, what kind of luck y'all running with, man? That I need to rub up on all of y'all, man. I'm glad I'm going to see y'all in April. I'm gonna rub your head. I'm rubbing Cookie and Sean. And
You
then
can rub my head as long as you don't rub up on me, man. You'll be all
no,
right.
on your head. I'm not rubbing up on your clothes. Oh no, wife would like that.
Oh boy.
You're not allowed to sleep in the hotel with us, bro.
No. Hey, you'll be like, dang, honey, that feels good rubbing my head. That ain't me, honey.
What is happening right now?
Hey, the whole next year, the boy who had 7 hasn't won a raffle in 3 years.
I know, man. Because
I've got them all.
Steve stole it all, man.
Stole all his
What
mojo.
happened?
Took all his luck.
What's
Yeah,
that? Big
Will's
Bill?
been getting some
I
serious work
just
done over
pulled it
here.
out and saw that.
Ah,
It's pressable, but still, I don't know who would want to spend the money to press that.
Oh yeah.
That you put that in a bag and board, Will, and you put it on the bottom of your
Yeah,
stack of comics and let it smash it flat.
yeah, maybe in 3 years it'll be flat.
what's up, Mind?
So,
What's up,
Kurt,
y'all?
Oh, Kurt.
Happy
What's
Happy
up, man?
Saturday.
Happy
Hope everybody's doing
Saturday,
good. Jeff, got a nice fresh cut, bro. I need to cut my
Yeah,
head bald
man.
too.
Yep.
There we go.
Hey, Matt, tell me my boy Kurt does not look like James Harden. Just the
Dude.
Everybody says it. Everybody says it. Even my students.
If you put up
Just a
that
little.
left hand, that jump shot, and I see that step back, I'm like, we hang out with James Harden.
Hey, that's what we're gonna say. That's what we're gonna say when we meet him at MakeCon. It's like us and James Harden,
That's
superstar
right,
basketball.
dude.
Hey,
And
Kurt,
people
I'm
won't
gonna-
believe
How are you, man?
I'm gonna bring him to you at MegaCon since you're coming. I'd rather hand it to you because I can do a few more things than mailing way.
Oh, of course. I appreciate
Yeah.
you even thinking about me.
Leave a little space for a few books to take back with you. We all good. But I haven't
I'm gonna
forgotten.
bring you one backpack.
Yeah, it's too
It's
much
all
to
good.
watch
I appreciate
play,
you,
man.
Steve.
Oh yeah, man.
The AO King. AOK King.
I don't know, man.
2 months
Tommy's
away.
up there. Matt is way up there. I'm that lower tier, but they're the big teams. But I'm in there with them, filtering them through. They come and go. Look, Matt.
Well, I
does all
appreciate
that
you.
stuff in Christmas, and 196 comes back to him again. The hell. That's awesome. That's what I'm talking about, man. Sometimes I'll get a book and I don't know why I got it. And someone will say, "Man, I've been looking," and I'll have that. I was like, just got that book because it was a good deal. I mean, like I just picked it up because
Yeah.
man, it's great condition, it's great price. I'll just get it. Someone, man, I really wish I could get that, but I'm like, this shit's gone. Come and go.
Yeah.
Some come in, some go out.
You know how many people told me they wish they had those books I was showing?
Oh my god. Hey, that's a whole different. There's a cutoff line.
That's right.
There's the Mendoza line right there.
Like I never would have thought I'd have 129 and ASM 300 all in the same room.
Yeah.
Like
That's
I
awesome.
lucked out.
It feels
Jesus,
good,
I
right?
know.
It feels
You
good,
know, a
right?
9.8 129, but damn, that whole 3.5 white pages. I might be dreaming about that.
It made me feel special with those raffles. You know, I was like,
Heck yeah,
oh, I'm
dude.
the special one, man.
Heck yeah, man.
So Kirk, man, you just came back from the LCS.
I did. It's like,
And you
was
smiling,
you?
so what'd you get?
You can't
Well, you
stop
already know,
it.
like every time I go, like I can't pick up my pull like every week, so I usually pick it up every 2 weeks or 3 weeks, depending on like budget. But I've heard a lot of good hype, and I love Ant-Man, so I had to grab issue number 1.
Yeah, man.
Some people were saying it's better than was it the Hawkeye Free Fall, which
Yeah.
I will be interested to see that because I actually liked the Hawkeye series that just came out, which was really awesome. Reading the Spider, I'm kind of mad because I could not pick up issue 1, and it's still on my pool, so I have 2 through 5, but I don't have issue number 1. But these covers are amazing. The Spider-Verse run that's going on, and I'm so hyped to get to read Marauders number 7. This cover is awesome. And then I'm reading Doctor Doom. Like I have to read number 4 this weekend, but I personally love the Doctor Doom series that's been coming out. He's been popping up everywhere. And then I got the new X-Men number 5. Number 4 was awesome, and so I'm kind of curious to see how this one is. Unfortunately, I haven't dropped any of the X titles. If you can't tell, everybody's laughing like, why is he still reading that?
Oh,
but I got Thor number 2. I've heard. This is probably going to be on the top of my list right here.
Oh man,
Position number 2, the end. Here's Spider-Verse number 4. This cover is so awesome.
Nice. Hey, I got to go in 30 minutes. I got to see you guys later. Thanks for having me.
No problem, man.
Peace
Great
out.
to see you.
Peace out, Big Will.
See you.
Peace up, Big Will.
This cover is awesome.
Yeah, that's sick, man.
Immortal Hulk action. And correct me if I'm wrong. Is this the last issue of this run, or is there one more?
No, that's it right there.
Okay, that's what I figured. And then for Savage Sword Saturday, got some Conan the Barbarian. Can't wait to read this.
Nice.
Look, he's got a beard.
You know that monster don't stand a chance.
You already know. I'm super behind in Avengers. I'm like on issue number 20, but here's number 30. I'm gonna be binging this all weekend. I love the War of the Realms event, so I'm digging like the War of the Realm tie-ins, and then I had to get Money Shot issue number 2.
Good stuff, man.
Had to get
That's
it.
the
Oh, you already know, Jeff.
Yeah.
I'm so mad I couldn't find the first print, but this print's pretty good.
Yeah.
This is issue number 2 of the Power Rangers and TMNT crossover.
Yeah, something big happens in that one, but I'm not gonna say.
I heard. I already heard. Somebody already spoiled it, but I don't care. I'm still gonna read it.
Okay.
It's so awesome. I had to rebuy this because I left it on either the bus or the train, so I was like right in the middle of it. So this is issue number 21 of the whole Venom run, and if somebody got that copy, I'm surprised my LCS like sold out of the original copy, but here's the X-Men Fantastic Four crossover event. I heard it's really good, so I can't wait to read this one. And then Stay Puft, you inspired this one, so I had to get it.
Ah,
Yeah. Had to get this one. Year 1. So I'm excited to read that one too. And then here's issue number 3 of the TMNT Power Rangers crossover. So can't wait to read that
and
one.
that's the one. I think the 1 in 10, something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I had to grab that one. And then Far Sector number 3, been loving this. Issue number 2 was so awesome, so I can't wait to read that one. And then last but not least, I'm still going to get the first appearance in issue number 11, but I'm glad to get this one. Avengers of the Wasteland. So
Yeah, read that one too.
can't wait to read that one. So that's going to be my read of the weekend. Besides all the scary movies, because my LCS is awesome, and they like 2 of the workers that are there. They're always talking like horror movies, and so we got into a whole conversation about horror.
Oh, yeah.
And they were telling me to rewatch Candyman, because I remember watching that movie when I was a kid, but I didn't realize how political that movie is. So I'm gonna watch that, and then I heard that they're gonna be remaking that. Peele's gonna be remaking that. Is Peele or Keen? It's gonna be the dude that's like the horror, the new horror director now. That made Us and Get Out.
Peel.
Yeah.
Peel.
Yeah. Okay, I had it right. Yeah, so he's gonna be remaking that movie. I heard, so I can't wait to rewatch that this weekend.
Yeah, I binged Locked and Key this week. I binged it on yesterday. I started
the
yesterday,
train?
and I
the show.
I binged the show, and then I read the comics
yeah.
before. Yeah, I read the comics
Okay.
already. It's episode 1 is similar. Like a lot of the stuff is similar, but they added keys. Like they added a bunch of new keys and stuff like that. What's cool is the writer and the artist actually make an appearance at the end of the show, so that's pretty cool.
That's awesome.
So, yeah, it's Stephen King's son, so you knew he would make an appearance.
Yeah.
Hey
That's
Matt,
interesting.
did you ever get into card collecting, Matt?
Card?
Yeah, like
Yeah.
rookie cards, Jordan
Oh, yeah.
rookies,
Oh yeah,
Kobe
man.
rookies.
That's how I started. I was actually into cards before I was into comics as a kid.
Me too. Well, I was into comics before cards, but I went back and forth. But man, some of those cards are crazy, man. Crazy.
I got rid of a bunch of them back in early 2000s to pay some bills when my kids were like barely coming. And I look at the prices of them now and I'm like, oh, do what you got to do, man. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for the family. Family comes first, so.
See, Robert G Spot's going live now.
Oh, snap.
He's what? Uh-oh. This means he sent me an email too.
I know I
boy.
sent him a link, and then I see he going live. I'm like, well, he ain't gonna be on.
No,
But
yeah,
that's all right.
but I tell him, oh yes, Puff's still live. He'll jump right off and jump on.
It's like.
Yeah, pretty much.
So Jeff, you got anything new outside of what you showed on your video? You
Not
want to
really.
re-show what you got?
Yeah. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I haven't even read any of it yet, man. That's how much work I've been up to at work. I haven't even got a chance to read any of it.
Busy this week for me.
Yeah, both.
It's like-
Me and you, man. Like, what the hell's going on this week? Yeah. I got like not too much. But the thing I'm excited to read is hold on, let me flip this thing over around and show you again. Mm-hmm. Now it's circling like always. Come
There
on.
he is. What's up, Al? There's a spot open for you.
Yeah, see?
Ooh.
Yeah, I'm excited to read this. My boy, what is it? The psychiatrist, one of my friends, is a criminal mind psychologist. So I'm pretty excited to read it. He actually the specialist there. They actually ask questions about like what would Harley actually do if she was a criminal psychologist. So all the questions that they're asking, they're actually asking him. So it's pretty cool. And then the Joker in the book actually looks like our friend. So that's pretty funny. Pretty excited for that. Money Shot Forward. So yeah. So Money Shot Forward. Yeah. Not too much, man. Not too much. And then The Room. It's a little bit of a mess. Yeah.
Still looks pretty cool.
Yeah. Still a mess, but like right over here.
Nice figs.
Yeah. And then I got Saga ones up here.
That's cool.
Man, when is that series coming back?
Yeah, I know.
Hey, it gives me more time to read it all. I
Yeah.
only had the first 2 volumes of the trades.
I reread
That's
it
not too bad.
last year when I thought it was gonna come back. And it
We
ain't
all
come
thought it was
back
gonna
yet.
come back last year.
Yeah, I was waiting for it because I gotta see what's gonna go on after what happened in issue 54.
Oh yeah.
Don't want to spoil that for anybody who hasn't read it yet.
Yeah, me either.
No spoilers.
No spoilers, no spoilers. But yeah, when it comes to Saga, that was one of them books that I jumped on late, and it's funny because that series came out right when I got back into collecting comics, reading and collecting. So it didn't catch my eye when it first came out.
I got
like-
a year after you. So imagine me a year. I write like a year after you jump back on. I jumped on. And I'm like, son of a
Yeah,
bitch.
and that book just was expensive. And I was like, damn, I could have
Yeah.
gotten that when it first came out. I saw the first issue, but I didn't jump on it.
Can't
What?
hear you, Steve.
That Ebor.
Steve, you're
No, you're muted.
muted, Steve. We can't hear you. Now you have to jump out and jump back on.
Yeah. Another one that I'm actually excited to read is this one.
What is? Oh, that seems. I love the title. I love the title.
I saw it. I'm like, oh, this is interesting. This is new.
Yeah.
Yeah, my boys at the shop go, you might like this. You like all the indies, man. You might like this one. So I'm like, oh, okay.
I think the title is creative,
I
Yeah.
totally
especially
agree.
considering how time travel people messes up.
Yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good.
Hey man, that's good because I was asking Matt all kinds of questions, man, about what cards he sold. Dude, I'm like, man, they got me, man. They got me on lockdown. They got me muted, man.
Eric Cody.
Bro, you can't. You exited out. You came back, and we're here.
Yeah, I
a
was
single
saying, what
people.
cards did you sell, Matt? That you regretted in 2000?
I had a couple Jordan rookie cards. I had
The Fleer,
Joe Montana rookie card. I had John Elway rookie card. I can't remember, man. I had some nice.
but the Jordans were the ones. The Jordans are.
I mean, I didn't have the top tier ones that were worth thousands, but I actually got a few $100 in the early 2000s for them, you know. So
I
had some
just
good ones.
I just sent my rookie sticker away to get graded like last week.
Nice.
I've had it for a while, and I said, man, I want to get it graded and just see what it is. It doesn't matter. I just want to. And I sent my couple Kobe rookies, 2 Kobe rookies,
Nice.
and a Derek Jeter rookie to get graded and see how it comes out.
Can you imagine now how many
Yeah,
people are sending
I
out?
never like sending my cards away to get graded because I don't know, man, if that's the same card. I don't know. Comic book, there's always a mark here, there. You can always.
Yeah.
But a card, if it's pristine and you come back in about yours might not be pristine, you don't know, man. I don't know. I don't trust those guys.
Can you hear me, Steve?
I don't think you can hear you. Steve, can you hear Stay Puft?
Yo, can you hear me, Steve?
No, I can't hear Puff. Damn, I got to jump out again. God, man.
I can imagine people who sending out their Kobe cards to get graded after what happened, man.
That's intense.
Any of you guys big Kobe fans?
I wasn't the biggest Kobe
my
fan,
brother
but
is.
I watched a
My
lot of
brother
his
is
games.
too. Yeah. Same
Yeah,
thing like
my brother is.
My brother's too.
Yeah, my
If
brother
you
is
follow
too.
my
So.
brother on follow my brother on Instagram, Jace at what? Shit, I forgot the number now. 718. J718. If you follow him on Instagram, he posted a bunch of Kobe videos and stuff.
Cool.
He's a big Kobe fan.
So he took it hard.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he took
my
it
brother did. Yep.
You know, I wasn't a Kobe fan at all. As a matter of fact, I didn't like him because he was always beating my teams, you know. But man, I shed some tears that day, man. I just
Same
shocked me,
here.
man.
Yeah. Can you hear me now, Steve?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Steve,
Yeah, I can hear you.
Is Steve talking?
Yeah.
That's how my kids hear. Did you say something? Yeah, I've been talking.
In one ear, not the other, right?
Mhm.
Yeah.
Matt, your team was San Antonio, right?
No, man, no. I
Houston?
haven't. I'll be honest. I haven't had a team since Jordan left. I was a huge Jordan fan, and when he left the Bulls, it like. So I went to the Heat for a while because Tim Hardaway played here at UTEP, the college that's right here in town. And so I was following the Heat for a while. I really liked the Suns and the Nets.
Okay, so it had to be the Suns then, huh?
Yeah, so he was whooping on the Nets, and then he was whooping on the Suns.
Well, the Nets stood no chance against the Lakers. Everybody knew that.
Oh man, yeah. I was always like, curse you.
I was more upset when the Sixers lost because I was a huge Iverson fan.
Yeah,
Like
man.
I had 3 of his 4 jerseys back then, so I was rooting hard for
That dude was
Iverson.
legit, man. And that was, I think there was a little something going on in that series, man.
Well, the team that got robbed was Sacramento,
Yep,
and that game 6 and 7.
that's true. That's true. Man,
But
what year was that?
2002, before they fought the Nets. That was the year the Kings had the best record in the Western Conference.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, the Kings were good for a good little period there.
Mhm.
That's when they had Weber. Did they have
Weber,
yeah, Chris,
Lottie
yeah.
Divas. They had Bibby.
Oh, they had the flop master.
Yeah, they had the
Lottie the flop.
Well, who's your team, man?
Hey, you look at him, he falls down. Oh my God.
My team has been sorry for the last 2 decades, and that's the New York Knicks.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. I'm
2
sorry.
decades of just terrible ownership.
So did you hate Jordan or did you like?
Oh, with a passion.
He hates
With a passion, bro. You didn't like Kobe for beating your sons. I hated Jordan because he kept beating us every single year.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
the year he wasn't playing due to baseball, we still go 7 games against the Bulls. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah, dude, that move where he's backing up towards the 3-point line and Ewing's coming out and then he turns around and goes back in, man. Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
Yeah, he kind of went out and then pivot right back and
Yep.
then swung the baseline.
Oh my goodness.
that was on Starks and Oakley too.
Yeah, Oakley.
And then
Art.
Ewan got dunked on by both Jordan and Pippen
Yeah.
in the embarrassing ways, man.
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Yeah, you
hey,
had
hey, Matt.
Jordan.
When I bring up, but what about Stark slam over both of them? You know what Sean says? We lost the game.
Yeah. Yeah.
He lost the series.
You remember?
I remember
we
that. I
won
was
that
watching
game with the
live.
dunk. We won that game with the dunk and then lost 4 straight.
Yeah.
I was like, that dunk didn't mean shit, man.
We almost had it.
And then the next year, John Starks had the worst game 7 against Houston ever.
Yeah.
Dude was like cold. Couldn't hit a damn fucking hole in the wall, man.
Yeah,
It
man.
was crazy.
Did you like when Melo was there, or did you not like Melo?
I didn't like Melo because he's an offensive threat, but he's not. I didn't see him as a leader.
No defense.
No.
leading?
Yeah, I
no
didn't,
defense.
yeah, I didn't see him as a leader, so I knew we wasn't going nowhere with him. We had the best season with him, and we got beat down by the Pacers.
Yeah.
And I remember when he got blocked by that trash can Roy Hibbert. He got blocked by a trash can.
Oh man, I couldn't stand Hibbert either, man.
And I was like, man, we go back to being losers right after that. I was like, man, see what we get blocked by a trash can and we become trash the next year.
Oh man, do you guys have anybody good right now? Like, I'm really.
I don't know. I have not been paying attention.
Yeah, me neither.
Basketball is like the last couple of years. I have not been watching basketball much.
I watched the Rockets and Lakers because the Rockets started. Every starter was 6'5" and under
Really?
against the Lakers, and the panel was Shaq and Barkley and all of them.
Yeah, I love those guys.
And all of them said there ain't no way Houston can win playing like that. All these big guys. At the end of the game, the Rockets beat the Lakers.
Wow, man. Yeah, small ball, huh? Who's their coach?
Is
it D'Antoni?
Well, the Rockets now is D'Antoni.
D'Antoni,
Yeah,
D'Antoni.
Yeah, he likes small ball, man.
Hey,
Yeah.
man. Hey, they had a guy in there, Covington. He was like 6'5", but he played big and he played them tough, man. It was crazy. It was a crazy game. Hey, and Harden didn't do anything. Harden only scored like 12 points.
Oh,
I
wow.
tried.
Yeah, I would love to see Kirk walk past Harden leaving the game. I want Kirk walking in the jersey, walking in as he's walking out. Because I bet he goes, what the hell?
Toss me the rock.
Like, how tall are you, man?
I'm sick. I thought I was 6'2" for a while, but I'm 6'1" and a quarter. My brother's taller than me. He's 6'3".
Dang, man.
Yeah.
I was gonna say we'll put you on a chair and pretend you're hiding, but you're not gonna need to.
No, we'll throw you a couple pairs of socks and some shoes that are too big, but that won't matter because you ain't gonna play. You just gotta show up.
Just show up. Just pick my beard out.
Hey, Kurt, we'll have you signing autographs for $10 a pop.
Just take the ball from him. Give me that. There you go. It's worth more.
Harden 13.
Man, that's awesome.
That's hilarious.
Man, it's gonna be amazing that MegaCon when we all get together.
Oh,
Yeah, it's only 2 months away,
I
man.
gotta remember, you're coming on Saturday for Saturday and Sunday, or just Saturday?
Oh, I'm gonna be there Saturday and Sunday, but my goal is to fly in because I still haven't bought my plane ticket. I'm trying to fly in Friday night because I'm trying to take Friday off so I can like prepare and get everything ready because I work during the week, you know.
Yeah.
Where are you from?
Yeah, but Oakland from the Bay Area.
You got a big flight.
Yeah. So I've never flown that far. The farthest I have. I've flown to DC, so
yeah.
I'm used to it. But that was like 2 flights though. So
I've been watching Lost because John's Comments with Kids said I should watch Lost.
it's good.
Out a little bit. I'm gonna get on that plane, you know.
Yeah.
It makes a plane ride a whole different thing.
I'm just gonna watch season 11. I still haven't finished that whole season.
Yeah, it's gonna be a good time. I'm going Thursday, and then I'm leaving Monday, and that way, like every night, I can hang out because that's when it's gonna.
That's cool. Yeah.
Bake is trying to get us like where one night we can hang out somewhere after the con.
Yeah.
You know, like I think there's a bowling place over there. I think called Main Event.
That would be awesome.
And, you know, where we can go. It's right there by the con, so we can like after the con one day we just go over there and just have fun. You know, bowling,
I'm down.
arcades and stuff like that.
Oh yes, that'd be cool.
I'm down.
Yeah, I'm definitely down too.
So who do we know is going? Like everybody right here then in this panel's going then.
Yep. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Everybody in this panel, we got Hialeah.
Poor Mike is going. I know he's going.
Hobby.
Boatwright.
Javi's going. Yeah.
Hobby.
Yeah, and then
90,
the
if 90
Yeah,
Comic
Chad's
Core.
going.
yeah,
Comic
yeah,
Con.
the Comic Core guys are going. I think supposedly,
JB.
I think. Yeah,
Yeah, Discovery.
Oh,
Bay's
JB
gonna be
is
there.
going. Yeah.
Discovery
Yeah.
Bay.
yeah.
Comic book NYC's coming too.
Yeah, is he
Oh,
gonna
Connie's
go?
coming.
yeah.
That's cool. I didn't.
Yeah,
even
Biggie
realize
Shack.
that.
Biggie Shack too, man.
Biggie's
Oh,
Yep.
Shack Attack.
It's gonna be
Yeah,
awesome.
man. Make sure I get a championship photo shot with him.
I need to get a
Yeah.
belt.
We all need to get one.
Fuchsia's in the house.
What's up, Fuchsia?
Hey, Fuchsia.
Hey, Fuchsia.
Fashionably late.
I'm gonna be getting she's gonna send out my AOK and she's sending her Green Arrow #1. I'm gonna get Mike Grell to sign it.
Oh,
Oh, that's awesome.
I'll probably get another book that's not on her list. That's that she sent me her list of Green Arrow books. And I'll probably find another one that she don't have and get him to sign it as well.
there you go, man.
Sweet. Yeah,
Yeah.
my homie's going to
That's-
C2E2.
Ooh,
Oh, go ahead, Jeff.
that's a good one. No, yeah,
I
I was about to say, Fuchsia
Go ahead,
sent me the cat. Yeah, Fuchsia sent me the Catwoman. Sent you the Green Arrow. Sent me the Catwoman, the Jim Valiant Catwoman. So we got her because I'll get all the Valiant Catwoman. Try to find all the Valiant Catwoman.
That's cool, man.
I'm freezing.
It's always good to help community members out that can't make it and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, my homie's going to C2E2, and I guess Scotty Young is going to be there, so I'm trying to send him a couple of books so he can sign, get Scotty to sign them. I'm trying to send him this.
Oh, that's such a cool book.
It's one of my favorite covers. And then this took me so long to hunt down, dude. Like, I would always find it on eBay for like
That's awesome.
$40 or more. But I'm gonna have him sign these two books. I love Scotty Young. I love his like style. Like it's like chibi mixed with like his own little style. So
What color are you
I love
gonna
it.
get signed on that Moon Knight, man? What color pen?
I don't know. That's a good question. I didn't even consider that. Thinking about that, I've never had a book signed, so this is like new to me. You know.
Silver. I would. So,
Silver.
like,
Okay,
silver type.
I was gonna ask
Yeah, I
if you
would.
guys have any suggestions. Okay, I might do that. Yeah, I might do that then.
You know, a signature I love. Oh my gosh, I'm going blank now. The dude that does it like with rainbow colors.
Who does that? That's cool.
Gosh,
Clayton
Yeah.
Crane.
Clayton Crane, man.
Clayton Crane. Clayton.
Hey man, he's got a good signature too. All of
Yeah,
his
he
look
does,
good.
dude.
It's you know it's him.
Okay,
Yeah,
whose signature do you guys hate?
I don't
Anyone
like John
that-
Burns' signature.
Anyone that's
It
not
just look like
legible,
scribble.
man, you can't tell who it is. You got to know
Right.
who it is.
Did
I heard people are
get
getting-
the Todd McFarlane signatures?
That's what I was just about to say.
Yeah, you
I
got it?
didn't.
No.
No, I didn't. But I heard like that people were like really mad because he apparently has just been putting
TD?
T and then
Yeah,
or
man.
T McFarlane.
Not only that, man, but he's been messing up people's books too, like 9-8s, and some people got like 9-4s back, 9-0s back. Like, what the hell?
Whoa, that is so messed up.
Yeah, man. That's
Yeah.
that's tough. That's tough. Good thing Cookie got his real nice and came back same grade.
Oh, nice.
So he was happy with that. Clayton.
Clayton.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Good sushi over there in Florida.
Yeah,
I don't
There's
eat
some good
sushi
places.
much, so
yeah. So these guys wouldn't. Yeah, but there's just some good places.
I'm allergic to seafood. I don't eat any
No
seafood.
way, dude. If I could eat raw salmon every day, I would do it, man.
You know what's so funny?
It's like the shrimp and stuff, but
Oh,
Fish.
hey,
it's
but I love to fish with him.
Nice.
I love to catch fish. Is that crazy? It's
Mhm.
good to have me there. I'm trying to catch a fish and I can give them.
Dude,
away
I've been
because I don't want
I've been
them.
craving to go fishing. I love sushi, by the way. Like,
Yes.
I was actually craving sushi today, so which is ironic because I was like, yeah, great minds think alike.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I love sushi. I'm a vegetarian, but I'm thinking about I had sushi with a friend a couple weeks back, and for the first time, and I'm like, oh, I'm thinking about doing pescatarianism now. So
I consider sushi vegetarian still.
yeah, you can't eat it. It's like a lot of mercury if you eat it too much,
Yeah.
you know.
I eat.
So you might as well be.
My sister's always telling me you're gonna get poisoned, man. Because I mean, I have sushi like 2-3 times a week, man.
Yeah, that's a
Yeah,
lot.
but that's 3 times a week
What
is
up,
okay,
NYC?
man.
Oh, Kavi in the house!
you know. We
What's
will
up,
see
Kavi?
Kavi in a couple months, baby.
Oh yeah, you already know.
Yeah, Goat 99 saying Adam Hughes' AH is lazy. I actually like it, though, man.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's funny that when he signs an AH and you see the signature already on the book, that I'm like, whatever, man. It's lazy, but at the same time, it's whatever.
I ever meet him, I'm gonna have him sign Adam Hughes completely. If I ever meet him, I go, hey, I want
Can you
Adam
write
Hughes
your whole
completely.
name out?
Yeah, pretty much. Because that's gonna be rarer than AH.
I want to
Yeah.
see that happen, though. You know, I want to visually see it. I want to see you ask him, "Can you sign your whole name?" and see what his reaction is.
Yeah.
But I don't think I ever seen a full name Adam Hughes signature.
Hey, that's funny y'all talking
Me
about
either.
that.
So
I watched Zodiac Killer last night. You know, it was all about the handwriting, and he changed his K in the kill, and it was crazy. I hadn't seen it in a long time. I couldn't remember it, so I wanted to watch it again. My wife fell asleep at the end, the best part. I'm like, you got to rewatch the whole thing to see the best. I'm not telling you.
Any of you guys Lord of the Rings fans?
Oh, I love Lords of the Rings.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like
Hobbits are going to be there at MegaCon, man. I'm actually.
Oh, you're
I
right.
saw that. Yeah, I
Yeah.
saw that.
I want to go check that panel out, man.
yeah, like they said, like I joked around with Robert. I go, they know Robert's coming because a bunch of Star Trek guys are gonna be there. And I
Yeah.
guess, yeah. I guess they know Matt's coming, so it's a bunch of the Lord of all the Hobbits are gonna be there.
Right. All I need is some Harry Potter people there, then I'm good to go.
Yeah.
Oh man,
Oh, man, my
they
wife-
get heavy.
You never
My wife
know.
loves Harry Potter, man.
You can forget
You never
about
know.
it, bro. I can imagine
never
those
know,
lines
man.
being jam packed.
Hey, Matt,
Yeah.
do you say the same thing? She says that the books are 100,000 times better than the movies. She's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
the books are
Yeah,
so good.
I agree.
The movies are legit,
Yeah.
though. The books
Yeah,
are,
she says they're good, but
they're
she
even
says,
better, man.
man, the detail you get, you know, in the books, this is amazing.
Yeah, so I just finished rereading, or actually re-listening to all the books on Audible. I went 1 through 7, And I just, and then I went and watched the movies, and I'm like, man, they could have done so much better in movie 5,
Yeah.
movie 6. Those 2 movies are really weak compared to the books. Those books are amazing. They don't.
Which is the one, Matt, that they kept going through back in time and all that? That's the one I didn't like the least of them.
Yeah,
all.
so that's The Prisoner of Azkaban.
Yeah, that's
the little time turner.
Yeah, the time.
That's my favorite one.
Yeah, you love that one?
Yeah, that's one of my.
It's
favorite,
not that it was
books.
so much time stuff going back and forth, but I mean they were all good to me because I mean they was just a great story. I love the cloak one. The I think it was the second one was my favorite. I think I loved them.
They're all good, man. There's my favorite book is book 5, and that's why the movie's probably the most disappointing because they change characters doing different things in the movie than in the book, and it just takes away.
Is that when his uncle died, or?
Yeah. So his Godfather, Sirius.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, when he went, that was sad.
Yeah, man,
he's my favorite character.
He's cool, man. Sirius Black is cool. We have 2 black cats, and we named them Sirius and Regulus after the.
That's cool. That is awesome.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
But like in book 6, the Death Eaters attack the castle, and it's when Dumbledore dies and all that. You guys have seen all the movies, right?
Yeah.
So, like in the book, they had created what they called Dumbledore's Army in book 5, where all the kids got together and they were learning how to fight and use magic and stuff because the High Inquisitor wouldn't let them, right? So in the end of the book 6, they all get together when the Death Eaters attack, and these kids come and fight them, and they're battling Dumbledore's army versus the Death Eaters, and they don't show it in the movie. And I'm like, are you kidding?
That's like the biggest. That needs to be.
I was waiting for that moment.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, it could have been so epic, man.
I gotta ask my wife about that when she gets up. She's laying down. I'm gonna ask her about that.
There we go. Tommy, open it up and watch it, man. I love Harry Potter, man. I'm a big Harry Potter geek. So sorry, guys, I went on that tangent.
Yeah. No, it's all good because I love Harry Potter too. I like Neville in the book versus Neville in the movie because he's way badass in the book.
We do, like in book 7, Neville is the one that kills Nagini by chopping her head off.
Yep.
But in the movie, who's it, Ron? I'm like, no, what did you do?
Yeah. I know. I'm already know.
Yeah, man. Yeah. The books are better, bro. The books are way better.
Totally agree.
It's like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. You know.
Yep. Exactly.
Yeah.
The books weren't broke, so why are you gonna try and change things?
Yeah. I mean, in the book, Voldemort, like they have Harry in Hagrid's arms. They think he's dead. They come to the castle at the end of the battle, and Neville kind of stands up to him, which they show in the movie for a little bit. And then Neville, Voldemort calls the sorting hat and he puts it on Neville's head and he starts it on fire to burn Neville and burn the sorting hat at the same time. And then Neville feels the sword on his head. He pulls the sword out and chops the snake's head off, man. And they should have done it exactly like that in the movie.
Yeah.
They did it. Oh, it's so good. So good.
Kabi said he saw everyone in the theater.
Okay, cool.
I saw everyone in the theater the night before, Thursday night. We would take off and we'd be in the midnight showing, 10 o'clock. We didn't care what work was going on. We went to everyone.
That's how we were.
Ybor City down here, their theaters seemed to never be packed, and we'd always go there for that showing. My other theater would be packed, but that one, we'd always have nice seats, and oh man, it was awesome. We always watched them.
Yeah, that's how we were, man. Even the books, like when book 7 came out, we were there at midnight. I got it. I got home, finished it in 4 hours, went to bed, woke up, and read it again, man.
Yeah, you're hardcore, dude. You're hardcore.
Here.
Yeah, man. Good times. Good times.
But what's your favorite Lords of the Rings movie?
Oh man, I'd probably have to go with. Man, that's tough because the Fellowship starts everything off, and one of my favorite quotes in the world is in that movie. But then Return of the King, I'd have to go Return of the King. But even then, they're so close together. You got to watch all of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They are, man. That's like one continuous story almost.
Yeah, it is. It really
the way
is.
those connect like that, they connect. They're all good, man.
That's the one book that I actually think, and I don't say this often because I'm a reader and I'm a writer, right? But I think that's the one movie that's better than the books.
Interesting.
Have you guys have any
Interesting.
read Lord of the Rings?
I didn't read
I've
it.
read Lord of the
I
Rings
always
and The
saw the
Hobbit.
movies.
Yeah.
I read The Hobbit.
I read
I haven't
both.
read Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. When you
I
read
wish
Lord
they
of the
came out with The
Rings,
Hobbit though. Honestly.
Yeah, Hobbit's awesome, man. The Hobbit's such a good read,
Yeah.
and the movie was awesome. But when you read Lord of the
Yeah.
Rings, it's written like it's the Old Testament. And I love the
Mhm.
Old Testament and all, but that's a hard read, man. And so
Yeah.
you're reading Lord of the Rings, and you're like, okay, he just explained the way that mountainside looked for 2.5 pages. I got it after half a page, you know. So it gets a little tough to read that one, man. And then you watch the movies, and to me, they're the only movies I think that are right there above the book, man.
Chad 90 in the chat.
YouTube is 90s.
That's right.
What's up, Chad?
I don't know,
It's a
man.
kid.
Yeah, I agree with you. The third one is one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Even though I love all three.
Mhm.
And I remember when they introduced the Golem, I was like, oh, I don't want to see this little gnawing thing in there.
I love
It was
that.
kind of hard to look at first, you know.
Yeah, dude, he's legit, man. That one scene, I think it's the third movie, when it shows him becoming Gollum and the way he kills his friend.
Yes,
Yeah,
that was
that
really
was
good.
all-
Music, the way
Yeah.
the drums are like pounding as he starts getting taken over by the ring. Oh my gosh, man.
Yeah.
It's too
Yeah.
good. Too good.
Yeah, that was great.
Yeah, the third one is like probably the best, but this was it Twin Tower, the Two Towers.
Two
That,
Towers.
I just like that one because like the whole interaction with Treebeard and the two the two twins. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I love Treebeard.
They're all so good, man. And we have the
Yeah.
extended editions, and we'll sit down and watch all of them in a row, like on one day, you know. And man, it's just such.
Like the uncut with like the 2 hours of just nothing but epic battles.
Yeah, man, it's so good. It's so good.
Yeah.
I watched that Tolkien movie. Have any of you guys seen that?
Which one?
One and two. I haven't checked it out yet.
I'm not gonna recommend it, but it was just cool, like seeing how he kind of came up with it and how different
Mhm.
his life. Like he went to World War I, and as he's
Oh,
fighting
wow.
in the war, he started having all these visions, and that's how he came up with the ring wraiths and the dragons.
Wow.
We'd be in war, and they'd be shooting mustard gas, and all kinds of crazy stuff would be happening. And he's looking around, and all of a sudden he sees like these black demons, like in the middle of war.
Oh my
So he
god.
goes, yeah, I got chills right now, man. He goes home and he's
Yeah.
putting that into his stories, and my goodness, man. Oof. Lord
Got
Rings.
Gomez, the comic
crazy.
collector.
What's up,
Gomez in the
What's up, man?
house.
Haha, broski.
Oh, ski.
Yeah, man.
Yay, yay.
Chad's almost ready for little 90. He should
Yeah,
be
baby.
here
Oh yeah, next week.
Congratulations, dude.
Maybe Monday, maybe Sunday night, maybe Monday, somewhere in that area.
Dude, I remember the way I felt before my first child was gonna be born, be knocking at the knees, and oh man, it's gonna be exciting for you, dude. Life changing.
Yeah, it is.
Hey, Matt, I went my firstborn. I was at the hospital and it was taking so long, and they're like, we don't know how long this is gonna take. So it wasn't far, so I went home.
Uh-huh.
I swear I got home. I was gonna make me something to eat. I remember peanut butter crackers. I made those.
Uh-huh.
I got those, and the phone rang, and my mother-in-law said these words: "Get here now." and she said, Matt, I was in that I had a Corvette at that time, an '86. Man, I was doing 100 down Hillsborough Avenue. I got there in like 10 minutes, man. Ran in there and doing all the stuff. There, and, man, she came like that once she came. Boy.
Give me the umbilical cord.
So when my wife we had our first, she was only 17. My wife, I was 18, man. We were young, and
Wow.
Oh,
gosh.
wow.
because she was so young and she was so little, she kept having like these false alarms. And so we'd go to the hospital, false alarm, go to the hospital, false alarm, you know. And so that happened like 4 times. So one day she's like, I think he's gonna come. And I'm like, all right, let me finish up my basketball game, because I was at the gym balling, you know. And she's like, crap, like, get over here now. She still reminds me this day. You wanted to play ball instead of be there when he was born. I thought it was a false alarm, you know. But sure enough, he came that night, you know. So I'm glad I made it too, man.
That's funny. My last one, Matt, we went to the hospital, And as we were going, you know, where you go to register and all that,
Uh-huh.
let them know. On the way there, my wife's water broke.
Oh,
And I was like, what the hell? I panicked, man. I shoved her in this room. I shoved her in a room to the side and ran out there. Hey, she's having
somebody help!
the lady comes in, calm down, it's all right. Blah, blah, blah. I was panicking, man. I didn't know. I said, man, maybe the baby's just gonna come right this second. I couldn't remember how long it took because my middle one came so fast compared to the first one. She came like June.
Where'd Puff go, man?
Puff took a break. He had the same thing I had. He couldn't hear him or talk for a second.
Yeah.
But man, so you had your first one so young. But the best thing about that, Matt, is you get to see everything, and they're not that far.
No, man.
You know, like
we had all 7 of our kids within 9 years.
wow, man. So
So, I mean,
Wow.
like right now, my oldest right now is going to be 18, and my youngest is going to be 9 this year. So I mean,
okay, cool.
that's crazy.
I'm
like
36, so I'm young, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, you're young. You're young enough to.
Totally agree.
Matt, you imagine if your son had a serious and had to say he had it in 2 years. I mean, you're
That's
going to
crazy.
see that. You're going to see that kid play high school ball and
Yeah.
everything.
Yep.
That's the best thing about that.
I always told my boys, I'm like, I'm this young, so I can still whoop your butt at sports. All right. It's crazy though. I cannot believe my oldest is gonna be 18 this year. Like that's
It's
insane.
crazy.
That's intense. Yeah.
It is, man. And Nighty's just gonna experience it for the first time, you know. And I remember that day, man.
Yeah.
The first thought in my mind was, "Oh my gosh, I'm in love." Like I never felt love like that. There's nothing to compare. My second
Yeah.
thought was, "Oh my gosh, I love my wife 1,000 times more than I did 2
Yeah,
seconds."
because yeah.
You know, and my third thought was, "Holy crap! Did my parents love me this much?" Like, it's crazy, dude. I need this for it, man.
Hey, Matt, the first one. Once I did get back to the
Hospital.
hospital, I get in there, I get all up, and then she's ready, but it's having a hard time. So the doctor tells me, he said, if she doesn't have this baby soon, we're gonna have to take it.
Yeah.
She said we got to do something to get. I said, don't worry.
Induce.
He said push, and she pushed, and I told my wife, I said, you're not pushing hard enough to make her mad. I knew she'd be mad. She was mad, man. She was so mad. She never forgot it. I said the doctor told me to get you mad, to get you to put, and man, and she had it without having to get the C-section, so it was worth it. But she never lets me forget that.
She went Hulk and just pushed that baby out.
That's right, man. My mom told me that I was born in the sack still. And so which is really rare, man. But like, my mom went to the hospital. She's like, doctor, I feel he's coming out. They're like, no, you're barely like whatever centimeters. And she's like, no, he's coming out now. And all of a sudden the nurse looks, and she's like, oh my gosh, the baby's coming. So like, before the doctor, I like popped out, and I'm like screaming, but my mom can't hear me because I'm still in the bag, man. So I don't know. My mom was like, "You're a special little guy." All right,
yeah, man.
That's crazy.
Hey, Matt was ready to go. Before Jump Street, he jumped out. I'm ready now.
I need comic books now.
Now I want to be out now. I want my money now.
That's right. That's right. I gotta grab this phone call.
So Jeff, man, you got all cleaned up. Did you go on a date?
No.
I did the same thing with it. Yeah, shave my head.
Yeah, man, I was getting a little annoyed at the hair, man. It was too much hair.
Yeah.
I gotta do the same thing, dude.
Because you know Hialeah's gonna see you tomorrow and go, oh, Jeff's all cleaned up. He must have went on a date.
Yeah, I know. I just got tired of all that hair, man. I'm like, man, just all that hair is gonna.
Yeah, it's better, man.
Yeah.
Long hair used to be cool way back in the day, but it ain't cool now. When we live where we live, it ain't worth a damn.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's probably still hot and it's humid out there.
With you, Kurt, it's the same. It's freaking hot over there, man. You don't
Yeah.
wait.
We ain't got no snow.
Yeah,
It's either sunny or it's either raining or somewhere in the middle.
Has it ever snowed there, Kurt? Ever? Did they?
I think when I was like in like the 90s, I think I remember waking up one morning and seeing like a little bit of. That could have been just like frost on the grass.
Yeah,
but I think like in
that's
the Oakland Hills, like it got cold to snow, but that's like a rarity.
It snowed here, Kurt, in '77. That's the last time it actually snowed, and that snow was maybe that much. Hey, it shut down everything. You thought the world stopped. Oh my God, it's snowing! No, nobody can drive. We're gonna die. Hey, school was out. I was happy. I didn't give a damn.
It's like, yay!
Hey, I was out in the yard playing football with my friends at 7 in the morning. I swear to God. When no school, we went around and we were going to play football in the snow because we always saw it on TV in Minnesota and all these cold places playing in the snow. That looks awesome.
Yeah.
It wasn't so awesome when you're in it. You're wet.
Oh, Sean back.
We lost the pup. There's the pup. He's back.
And we got Al back in here.
Al in the house.
Yeah.
What's up?
What's up, man? Oh, I can't hear him.
Oh, he's muted.
Oh,
You gotta hear that good voice.
The Transformers will return after the
Yes.
We now return to the Transformers.
Hey, bro.
I had to get it right.
Oh, that's so epic.
On the way home, it's like, man, I told him I was going to come back online, but I was like, we now return to the Transformers. Like, yeah, man, how's everything going today, guys?
Nothing.
Going good, Al.
Pretty
You
good.
got
Going
some
good.
stuff done and got back in time.
Oh,
We don't play.
hey, man, I got a banger today, man. I got a banger. I
Uh-oh.
Matter of fact, let me show you the box.
See it.
Yeah.
Hey, Al, today Al, you need to go send me your address so I can send you this X-Men book.
Will
I
do.
meant to tell you that. I want to send you that and probably a couple other little books in there. But let's see what you got, man.
Okay, well, let me do this first. I'm going to show you the stuff I picked up. I went to my local comic book store today, and hello to everybody that's in the chat. I would have been here earlier, but adulting actually, responsibility.
It just gets in the way, man.
Yeah.
Get away comic books. What's going on?
I would love nothing more than to just sit down and talk about comic books all day. But in Georgia, you got to keep the electric bill and all that kind of stuff on. So, hey, I heard talking about snow. It's snowing up here in Georgia, up near Atlanta today.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, Gainesville, Lawrenceville. They're like suburbs around Atlanta.
Yeah, Lawrenceville's around.
Yeah, and people were getting like some snow. I'm like, I hate that because where I live, we're not getting no snow, man. So it was like 33 degrees last night, and then Thursday it was like 78 degrees. Like, where
At night?
It's crazy. Our weather is crazy. No. That was actually in the afternoon. The day that it was
Okay.
degrees, the low that night was like 50 something degrees. But then last night it got down to like 32 degrees. So go figure. But anyway, I got a couple of things, man. I picked up a couple of nice things from my LCS today and a couple of days ago. Steve, just to let you know, I'm not wearing a cartoon shirt today, but I am wearing the incomparable.
Oh,
Bruce Lee.
Nice.
Yeah.
Quotes was boards don't hit back, and they don't. And it's crazy because I wore this shirt and I already had this particular book here. I was going to get it slab, but I'm going to end up getting the mini series. I found this in a dollar bin today. It is
Oh, cool.
Wolverine.
Oh, that's cool.
Enter the Dragon.
Oh yeah.
I'm
Yep.
Enter the Dragon. So I thought
That was nice.
yeah, man, I love it. The first time I saw it, I said I had to get it. But I got 2 copies now, so I'm going to slab 1 copy, and this one is going to go. I'm going to go ahead and pick up the rest of them. I picked this up today. for a few bucks, and it's kind of beat up, and I need to get a better copy. I already have 158, but this is Strange Tales 157.
Nice.
And this is the first cameo appearance of the Living Tribunal.
Nice, man.
Damn, I haven't seen that one.
And I also picked up another copy. The copy that I had was kind of jacked up, so I got a better copy of this. Uncanny X-Men 144, Cry Despair. So,
Nice.
and then some of the newer stuff I actually got was this. I wasn't able to get to my LCS up in McDonough.
Damn, that's nice right there. That's a virgin.
No, this isn't a version. This is the actual A cover. It's just fantastic.
Damn, really?
X-Men. Yeah, and
Yeah, okay. I see the box in the top now.
And I actually read it, and this is pretty good, man. I mean, it still follows the whole Jonathan Hickman series, you know, if you're liking that. And also got the Scotty Young variant.
Cool.
Oh, Kurt.
Yeah, he's not at the desk right now, but
Yeah.
definitely show it to him again when he come back.
Oh, he's off. Dang.
Man, that read actually infuriated me.
Oh, yeah. You read it?
Yeah, I did, man. I was so frustrated with Professor X. Like, you cannot take this kid from his family, man.
But you know what, though? With the whole X thing that's going on,
Yeah.
He pretty much, he's like, look, man, y'all gonna either do what I say or y'all gonna get dealt with, you know? And it's like,
Yeah.
wow, this is crazy. And then I got this one. Now, this one right here,
Hey, before you show that one, show that Scotty Young.
There you go. Look at you.
Oh, that is so awesome! You guys already know I'm a huge Scotty Young fan. That is clean.
Mhm.
That, oh yeah.
I don't have any Scotty Young variants. I got like a few X-Men and some and Uncanny Inhumans, but I like this one. I figured I'd pick this one up, so this was pretty cool. This one right here, I wish came with the Virgin and Fallen Angels.
Oh, yeah. I see that.
Oh yeah.
This is the B cover. I'm gonna pick up the A cover at my LCS this week. Man, I love this cover. If it was a variant, I would definitely grab it, but I've already checked and it's not a variant for this, so a version. And if y'all give me a second, I'll open up my box.
There we go.
And while I'm opening up the box, I just want to tell a little story. I have been posting a few things on Instagram as of late. IG is Dusty Brick Brown. And basically, I'm putting my grails on there that are non-X-Men titles.
Yeah, I've been watching that.
Yeah, because you've been chiming in and everything, so that's cool. But I have 12 books on my grail list that I want to get that are non-X-Men titles.
What you got?
My goal, my goal this year, in addition to getting Giant Size X-Men #1, is to grab at least half of the books that I'm wanting for my grail list. And I'm proud to say that as soon as I posted that post on Instagram, about an hour later, I was on eBay. And I actually saw one of the books. And it was a really good price. And it was in really good condition. So I decided to go ahead and pull the trigger because we only live once, right?
Yep.
And
Yep.
I decided to go ahead and pick it up. And I wanted this book. It was, I was elated to see the price on it. And without further ado,
Ooh,
Oh yes, that is awesome.
nice.
That is so awesome.
That was like one of the first ones you posted, I think.
yeah, no, actually, the first one was The Watcher with Fantastic
The Watcher.
Four.
Okay.
And I think this was the second or the third one, but this is
Yeah, the early one.
114, and that's the very first appearance of the Absorbing Man.
I saw that in my LCS today. That's awesome.
Yeah, man. So it's a decent copy, man. It looked good, and then for the price, I went ahead and jumped on it because I'm getting the slab anyway. But yeah, man, I'm down to 11. So Well, one down and 11 to go, and hopefully 5 more by the end of the year. So that's gonna do it. Well, actually, you know what? One other thing. I collect a whole bunch of crap, and when I mean crap, I mean stuff that we like. And I collect Funko stuff too. And I'm not really into like, I ain't gonna lie like that. I got a lot of Funko Pops, but I got this.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's
Only you can prevent forest fires.
That's right. Only you. So yeah, this is like a flock. It's kind of furry, but yeah, that's all I got for today, sir.
Nice.
Awesome, man. That thought book is just first appearance of Absorber Man, amazing.
Yeah.
Now I'm telling you, man, I love the Absorber Man.
Amazing.
At one point in time, man, I used to think that he was a member of the Wrecking Crew. I don't know why, and I think because one of the Wrecking Crew wears the ball and chain too. He was a member of the Wrecking Crew.
Thunderball.
Yeah, Thunderball. That's it. So yeah.
Somebody echoing or somebody playing the video?
That sound like, I don't know if that's
Yeah.
not.
It's not me.
I don't know if it's me. I ain't talked in a while.
It's gone now.
Cool.
Hey, Kirk, is this? I don't think this is Scotty Young. Is this a Scotty Young?
That's like a Lego. That's a Lego.
Look at that.
Cover.
That's like
No.
a mini Scotty Young, right?
I have the Scotty of that cover though. I have the Scotty Young cover of that one.
This what the heck is that, man?
Lego.
Oh, it's
like a
mini.
Lego. It's like the whole Lego.
Yeah, look, it says
Yeah.
mini. It's on the top. I was wondering, what about this one?
What's like? I don't know what those are. They look like Funko Pops.
Yeah, those
but
little,
I'm pretty
those,
sure
those are
aren't
little
Funko
Scotty
Pops.
Young type.
Those are,
I just wondered who the heck does these covers, man. I don't.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one.
Oh no.
Pretty good itself.
That's
They're not
true.
Scotty Youngs though, that's for sure.
Yeah, that ain't Scotty Young's. They're like it. I just wonder if you knew who they were. They're
No, I never seen those ones.
Hey Al, me and boy who has 7, Matt, was showing off our 129s.
So look at this. He's like, oh my goodness.
Matt got a
Rub it
9.8.
Rub
He's
it
got a
in.
9.8.
Hey, put that up again. Good.
Hey man,
That is awesome.
look, Sean
Is that-
hits
is
you
it-
with a left, and then Matt finishes you off with a straight right turn style.
Nah, man.
Go to sleep.
Like Hollywood players, you know, like
It ain't no competition, man.
Hey man, it. You know what? I'm happy when y'all got books like that. I like to see them. I don't care.
Oh yeah, it's just good to look at.
They're good to see.
Here, man.
At least I get to see them.
Let me
every
finish
once in
you
a
off
while.
now, man.
Good lord.
Whoa!
Somebody likes the Punisher. It's great when your wife likes the Punisher, Matt.
That's right.
and you held them like you had a royal flush or something like that.
Yeah.
Hey, show him the other flush you got.
Oh, you're gonna show the other one?
Show
You
him the
gotta
other
show
one.
the other one.
It's just a little something.
Oh,
Nice.
nice.
Look at those white pages, baby.
That's what they used to call
That's
back
awesome.
in the day a slobber knocker.
Yep.
That was, hey, that's like George Foreman hits you across the head. You just what just happened?
That-
The hell? How
Wish
that
he
had
woke
white
up-
pages too.
Oh, wow.
That had white pages, a
Yes,
3.5. Somehow
Yes, sir.
he can find white pages on the 3.5.
That's crazy.
Oh, you know it, dude.
You got me gonna go in all my books later, Matt, and see if I got white pages on any of my lower graded books. I'm just like, damn. White
Come on.
I don't know, man. I'm so anal about it. Like I've got 2 books in my collection that are off white, and I'm looking to move them because I just can't have those in my collection, man.
They're slapped.
It's like, get it out of my face.
Hey man, if I ever negotiate with Matt, that's what I'm gonna say. They're not white pages, Matt.
That's
They're
right,
not
man.
white
That's right.
pages.
That's right.
I'm gonna use that against you. Hey Matt, that's funny because when I sent you that book, I first freaking thing I looked at was White Pages. Okay.
Yeah, it's right here, right behind me. You see it?
Yeah,
Right there.
I can't see it. I got.
Right there.
Oh yeah, it's too small for these eyes. I ain't got my glasses on.
Look at that beauty, man.
Oh yeah.
Ooh, nice.
Stan Lee sick. Oh wait, opposite way.
Oh my goodness, that is so awesome.
Yeah, but that thing says White Pages under that.
Damn, I thought he was gonna bust out Silver Age Fantastic Four with Stan Lee. That was
Same here,
that
same
was a
here.
deal crusher right there.
I got a few Fantastic Four books.
Yeah, you better not do it, Matt. If you go digging into Fantastic Four, you're gonna crush me today.
I won't.
You know, I'll be like, if you bust out Fantastic Four 5, man, I'm leaving the show.
Now I'll tell you what, man.
Done.
I do not have Fantastic Four number 5, man. I don't.
Okay, what's your best Fantastic Four? 48?
My oldest is number 4. So I've got Fantastic Four 4. That's the first Namor Silver appearance, and I got that one with White Pages. And, actually, I'm sorry, I have number 2 as well, but I'm trying to get rid of number 2. Oh, I know. I saw it behind you. That's actually my favorite cover of all time. You know that?
Say, I love the Inhumans, so when I grab
Is
this,
that
I'm
45?
hunting for number 46. That's the book. That's like my grail. Like, I love Black Bolt. Like,
You did it.
so awesome.
Awesome, bro.
We did it. Here it goes. Here goes the rest of my day. And when I wake up dreaming at night, Matt, I'm calling you if I wake up at 3 in the morning with Fantastic Four books on my mind.
All right. There's that baby right there.
Oh, my bad.
Oh,
Put the wrong person on.
Oh, that's the first appearance of Skrull.
Oh, that's
Is that
awesome.
4?
so 4.0 White Pages.
That's beautiful. Those books are so classy, man. That's
Oh, they
why I
are,
love
dude.
them so much, man.
I
I
love
love
collecting
when
FF
torches on anything, too. God.
And then there's that baby right there.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
Oh, is it signed? That is so awesome.
Stan Lee and Joe Sinat.
That and the cover looks beautiful.
Oh yeah, it is, man. And it's on. It actually has never been pressed.
Mm-hmm.
It could, but I don't want to lose those White Pages, so I'll leave it.
Yeah.
Matt, there's no way I could sell all that stuff to get that mother books you're talking about. Not no Fantastic Four. Nope.
Oh, he got to bust that one out.
So
Yeah, that's
So you're gonna pull out 49 and 50 right next to it, huh?
you know it.
You got 46?
Oh, man, I don't have 46, man.
Ooh, nice.
So I got.
you do stay.
Oh, I love that cover.
Oh,
man.
Robert would love that
That's so
cover.
hard to get in good condition, man.
I had to go 7.5 in all of them, man. Like I'm like that. I gotta make sure it matches, you know. So,
Yeah.
You ain't though.
Oh,
Man,
your nickname just changed to Matching Matty White Pages.
Oh man!
Oh,
that's
no
one
way.
of my grails.
First,
Yeah.
oh my gosh.
That,
That's
I
awesome.
got the German one thanks to Varangian Vigilante.
nice.
That was awesome.
You
of
hooked
him.
it up.
I saw that.
yeah.
That was awesome of him to send me that.
Let's see. And then of course I gotta do Adam Warlock.
Oh,
Ooh.
The Warlock, yeah.
It
That,
is him.
Right.
damn, I had one of those in my saved eBay searches. I don't know what happened to it. I don't know if it's still going to auction.
Those are my old Fantastic Four books, man.
Fantastic Four books, X-Men books, and Spider-Man books. That's what does it for me. Any of them covers, there's rarely a bad cover, man. I can't think of too many bad covers, man.
Especially Spider-Man. Spider-Man had a lot
Oh,
of
Spider-Man
abstract
was
covers.
Man,
Yeah.
my birthday
Here
book, I
after.
looked, 84 sent me my birthday book. He did a thing that the year, your month, and year you were born books that came out.
Oh yeah.
And guess what book came out on my old birthday? Since I'm old, freaking Amazing Spider-Man 15, first appearance of the Craven. It had to be something.
That's cool, man.
This was gonna cost a lot
Wow,
of
that's
money. I knew it.
awesome.
Don't worry, I
Yeah.
got 2 in my search right now on my eBay. I'm gonna get that book. When y'all see something posted soon, I will have that book. It might not be white pages, Matt, because I don't care about pages. I care about the cover. I'm good.
I just want to read
on
it.
the
That's
back.
for me.
I don't care.
I've never even looked up my birthday. I need to do that.
Yeah, me neither. I've been wanting to do
Oh.
that. Don't look up birthday books of mine.
Dude,
Mine's
it's
is somewhere
awesome. You
over
get
here.
you can get a book that was your same month and year you're born. It's awesome little app he has.
I'm gonna have to look that up.
I'd be interested in hearing everybody's what book came out. That's an awesome book to have your birthday.
Oh, I'm gonna find mine's.
Because you could actually
Mine's
have,
is somewhere around
you
here.
know, you could have multiples. Imagine the X-Men came out with something 864. You would think.
I don't mind watching. Yeah. I think mine's.
What?
Mine's is a New Mutant book.
Well, y'all all affordable.
Yeah.
Harvey said his is ASM 252.
Oh,
Damn. Nice.
Good one, dude.
Some more fantastic
Oh,
love.
yeah, baby. I love that cover.
Yes.
The blues and the purple make that cover, man.
Rightful Four.
Oh yeah. Let me see. Where is my birthday book at? Oh, here it is. Here's my birthday book. And it is one of my favorite characters, Warlock. Not Adam Warlock, but Warlock from the New Mutants. I love that dude. Yeah.
And that's
Oh, the
a
light
great
is-
sync of his cover too, man.
Yes, yes. I love
you
his
had a good
work on
artist
this
on your
run.
book.
Yeah,
For
he did
sure.
some great work.
Totally agree. And I know you're collecting a lot of the X-Men titles, Al. Like I'm working on X Factor too, and I love this book.
That's a sweet cover, man.
Yeah.
Al, what was your last Grail book you posted? Because I know I've been following them when you post them.
Submariner 1.
Submariner 1.
Ooh, nice.
It's another book that's obtainable still, though.
Yeah.
Hey, until they bring him out and he's the one that caused the quake underneath it.
Yep.
Yes,
And I was
yes.
like, oh, damn.
Oh, God,
Why
it's
did I
dry.
give you-
It's like, no! I can't afford that book no more.
But then, the beauty of it is, man, there's so many different keys out there
I agree.
that are still like affordable. But I mean, as of right now, as comic book collectors, everything for the most part is it's intended upon Disney and the MCU right now.
Yeah.
Because the minute that they actually announce something, dude, prices just shoot up through the roof, So it's like you gotta get it when you can, if it's something that you want to get. So
Yep.
So that one
I
again.
want
So that one again.
for another example of books shooting up in price.
Heck yes,
Yep.
baby.
This book, I grabbed this before that, like years ago, so I didn't have to worry about. And I want to get a better grade. I usually don't care about grade. I just care about reading. But this was like a bad eBay buy going wrong. They did not show that part. It looked like somebody dragged it across the ground. Yeah. So I definitely need to get upgrade that copy. I just wanted to read it, and I read it, and it was great. But because I like to read, so I don't really care if I get like a 9.8 and all that stuff. But there's certain books like First Black Bolt. I want a good quality book because that's
Yeah,
my
you want a
favorite
quality
character.
book on a book that
Yeah.
you love.
Yeah.
It don't have to be 9.8 and all that, but if you get
What'd
a
you
good
say? What'd you
great
say?
cover, it doesn't have to be white pages unless that's your crime.
I'm triggered right now.
It has to be matched.
What's up, Boat Right?
Hey, boat ride.
Oh, right in the house.
Hey man, I just came up with a new game, Matt. It's called Match Game with the Comics. Who has the most same comic with the same grade? Matt's like, no.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Trying to find something here.
I know my graded books, they're all over the place, man. From like
Mine too, man. I'm glad no one's at my house. Oh my
Oh
god.
my god. Is that you? That is so awesome. Who drew that?
Boat right family.
Oh my, Boatwright, you are the bomb, dude.
Yeah.
That is sick, dude.
Jim.
Hey, you're gonna meet Boatwright, Kurt. He'll be there with us.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, man. Look at that. Isn't that amazing?
That is
If you'd
so
Matt,
awesome.
if you'd have seen the meme he sent me that he was under pressure, man, that was the
Pressure.
thing. I looked at that meme and laughed so hard. He goes, "Man, I'm under a lot of
Dude, that
under a lot of pressure, man."
I remember being upset I missed the live video of that because I caught the replay while I was at work. I was like, damn, I missed this live,
funny,
man. 'cause-
It's funny. The book I gave you, Matt. That was the easy part. That was the freaking work. I had to get the cover, take it to 40 miles to Bartow, give it to him. He's drawing it, and he's like, "What do we do?" And he had to find the perfect picture of you.
Yeah, he didn't want me smiling like a goofball.
No, I kept sending him 5 pictures and he returned them back.
That's awesome, man. I freaking love it, bro.
I love that thing. Yeah, that was awesome, man. All the sketches people do, I love. I love sketch covers. One of my
Yeah.
I don't know where I put my last sketch cover. I got a rocket from Take the Time.
I saw that. That is
Brian,
awesome, dude.
That was awesome, man. I got
Yeah.
Brian something right here. He's a big Rush fan, so I ordered a shirt from 1981.
Wow.
Dude, that's awesome, dude.
Rush. It's got the tour. It was a tour shirt that you could buy at the tour. So I got him that, and I'm gonna send him a book here pretty soon. Did you see what else he sent me? Check this out, man.
Oh,
No way. No way.
dude.
Stone Cold, son.
Wow. That's my era of wrestling right there.
Same here,
Yeah.
man. Same here.
Hey, I got this taped on because I got grandkids. They will bust this in a minute. They get up on my head. Look at taped on. Don't be pick them up by the head.
Do not spear that.
I did, man. Those were the days, man.
Rock and Sock Connection. That was when I started watching.
In high school, all we did was DX all the time. Man.
Yes. Degeneration. Yeah, that's all you so good. We were getting so much trouble.
I never forget the time when we did that to Eminem outside TRL, man.
Oh,
No.
Yeah, man. Eminem was outside of the crowd. We was able to get close enough to tell him to suck it and bolt.
Wow, that is so.
Oh my god.
Yo, we used to be wild back in New York, man.
That is
Let's go
crazy.
Downtown TRL, all the stars.
That's
Oh
cool.
man, it's crazy.
Puff, where do you live right now? Don't you live in Florida?
Yeah, I'm in Orlando.
So you used to live up
Yeah,
in New York?
I was born and raised in New York,
Ah, nice, man.
What part?
Brooklyn.
That's cool. How old were you when you moved
BK.
out?
About 20.
Nice, man. That's awesome.
The Brooklyn
Years old.
Zoo.
Brooklyn Zoo, Brooklyn's finest.
Al,
New
where
York.
Hey, Al,
Brooklyn
where you
Dodgers.
I'm from Georgia, man. I'm
Georgia?
a boy. Yeah.
Nice.
Born and raised in Georgia.
You gonna head down to MegaCon too?
Unfortunately, no. I plan on going up to Huntsville for their con. Chris Claremont's going to be there, and
Oh my goodness.
he can't do anything wrong to me, man. He could write a book about pancakes and sausage, and I'm all over it.
Speaking of that, man, that sounds good, man.
Just him eating.
I'm telling you, man, I love his work.
I agree.
He's what really got me into, the X-Men and everything, man. It's right. Like, I tell people all the time, God loves, man kills. If anybody wants to, people like, well, you like X-Men, what can you recommend? I said, well, if you can find it, as far as the trade, the paperback, get God loves, man kills, and then just go from there.
And there goes Matt going to reach for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh, my long boxes are so covered up right now.
Man, that was one of the first I got years
Dude,
ago.
Oh my goodness.
Years ago.
that
Been this
is
thing forever.
seminal X-Men read right there, man. If you want to get like a story, a gripping story, it's got it all, man. So that's why I was kind of messed up when X2 they did Stryker,
Yeah.
and they changed him all the way up from the graphic novel and stuff. I'm like, dude, this is stupid, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
they changed a lot of that story.
they changed a whole lot of that story, man. The only thing as far as the movie was redeemable was Nightcrawler, in my opinion. Everything else was like,
It's taking me out forever. Woo. Love it, man.
Nice and clean.
wonderful. If I can get the copy that I have is pretty good, but I don't want to. I mean, it's got white pages. The black is still dark. I'm not gonna do that. I'm telling you, man, it is amazing. That's amazing. That's awesome.
Yeah, it's a great book. Great read.
Try and get it in there.
Boom, there we go. Boom.
I agree with that one, man. I met Chris 2016
Mm-hmm.
or 15. He came here to my city. Nice.
Where you live?
This is my favorite run of X-Men.
That's good stuff, man.
The Brood.
I didn't know Colossus bled black blood. Like that's when I first saw him. Like, hold up.
Yeah, so crazy.
Is
I'm
it
from
called?
El Paso, man. El Paso, Texas.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah. So he came by here, and I had a conversation with him because I told him how much I love Rogue and Gambit together, and he kind of got mad. He's like, "Yeah, that was never me. That was after my time."
Oh,
really? And
wow.
he's like, yeah. In all honesty, I was gonna have Rogue marry T'Challa, the story that I was creating.
What?
Yeah,
No way! No way!
Yeah.
No!
And he's like, because
What?
he's so powerful and so regal that he needed someone just as powerful. And so I was gonna have Rogue go to Wakanda and have them have this whole romance and get together. But I left Marvel before I could put that story out there, and it never came to fruition.
That is crazy.
Guys, blow
My
your
mind
mind?
is like blown.
That I have another question behind that. So that whole storyline between Rogue and Magneto and Savage Land, I thought that was Chris Claremont, wasn't it, or was it not?
I think that was the tail end of his run.
I think it was.
That was.
Okay. Because I mean that was a good storyline, and I kind of like that pairing more so than I just. That would be a hell of a what if comic book,
right?
Though, really, like
Yeah, they should get him to do that right there.
You know what?
Yeah,
when you see
that'd
him,
be awesome.
when you see him, you should ask him about it. Tell him to
Do
give some more depth into it, man.
Yeah, I'm like, hey man, I did a show with a great guy. He talked to you back in 2016, and he said that you were gonna pair Rogue up with T'Challa. Is that true?
Yeah. Do it, dude. Do it.
I'm gonna do it, like, and I'll record it too. Like, yo,
Man.
Yes,
So great.
please.
So great. Yeah, I wasn't doing YouTube at the time yet, so like I didn't have my phone or anything. I'm just sitting there talking to him as he's signing all my books and stuff, you know. And he just started telling, like, he literally took 20 minutes just to sit there and talk to my boy.
He'll talk to you. I know that for sure.
Yeah.
He'll talk to you.
I respect that though, because most times it's just like, all right, next.
and you know, I got my mind working because if you think about it, like, okay, so Rogue, Black Panther, would he have used like Wakandan technology to like suppress her power or something? You know,
Right.
like, that would have been interesting to see. Like, honestly, you know.
Yeah.
He said he had the whole thing written out too, ready to go, and I guess I don't know how his relationship ended with Marvel, but he's like, we're done, and it never came out.
Well, they were pushing the Jim Lee stuff more.
Yeah,
But then him and Jim Lee, they did X-Men 1 together.
Yeah.
yeah, they did.
And then he left.
Really?
like,
I didn't know
shortly
that.
after. Yeah. That was him and Jim Lee together. And then it was a couple issues later and he left.
I want to say he wrote right up to the debut of Omega Red.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I think he written a few issues with Jim Lee and then he left.
Mm-hmm.
Jim Lee finished out his stuff and then he left.
Yep.
And
Yeah.
that was a wrap.
Yeah, it kind of went like to, yeah.
It's like they started that new X-Men run, and then both the guys just quit after a couple issues, man. I was like, what?
Yeah, rolled out.
It's like, what?
Whoever-
You would think they would have got like 30 issues out of that or something, man.
That's like when
Yeah.
you signed to go to a team, right? You want to play for this coach, and he bails as soon as you sign to go to that college.
Oh yeah.
Man, why
I'm out.
you mentioned that? You mentioned that, and I think of Bill Belichick with the Jets, man.
Yeah.
Oh wow, yeah.
Hey, Sean, I got a roll, and guys, I had a great time. My daughter coaches college, and she's got a game, and I'm gonna roll
That's
watch
awesome.
the game real quick, and I'll
Good luck to her,
go
man.
out and I'll be in the chat as I drive there, since it's about 30 minutes.
Good luck to her, bro.
Had a great
All right, man.
time.
Be
guys.
safe, man.
All right.
Peace out, Steve.
It is some X-Men. I will
Yeah,
get my
You
X-Men.
got
on.
more X-Men? Come on, I got some X-Men action here.
Yeah.
First Forge.
Check this out. Oh, nice, man.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, let me see.
So this is X-Men
Oh,
3, and it says right there, Chris Claremont's final issue
oh wow.
on the X-Men. So yeah, it's X-Men 4 or 3. Sorry.
So Omega Red, all that was Jim Lee then. Huh?
Yep.
That was pretty weird that he did issue 1 with Jim Lee and then was gone by issue 3.
So I
Yeah.
think there's some tension there, wasn't there?
But they were really making Jim Lee the star and trying to phase him out. That's why.
Yeah.
At that time, all the Image boys were hot. Pre-Image, McFarlane,
Yep.
Liefeld, Jim Lee, and them.
Eric
They were
Larson.
getting more attention. Yeah, Larson.
Mhm.
You had Weiss Patello. He was another one.
Man, that's a good run. That's a run of my childhood. That X-Men run right there.
Yeah, I had those. I had the connecting covers up there on my wall.
I got all the connecting covers and the main book that had the wraparound of the connecting covers all in one.
Oh, that's awesome! I didn't even know they had
And
that.
it's funny.
They had a whole bunch of them. I got one. It actually, I haven't even opened it. It came in like a white envelope. It has a certificate of authenticity, and it's supposedly signed by Jim Lee and Chris Claremont. I haven't checked because, like I said, it's in a. If I can find it, I'll go try to get it right quick. But if not, I'll show it on the next show. But yeah, I ain't even opened it because it comes in like an envelope, and
Oh wow!
I ain't even opened it. So yeah,
I'll show you the ones I've got, man. It's got the regular one, right? This is the wraparound one you said?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got that one.
And
I have that one too.
This one?
Yep,
mm-hmm. I got one.
Oh yeah, I have
Yep.
that one too.
got all
Yeah.
those covers.
That one?
Yep.
Yeah. Yep.
This one?
Yeah, I got
that's the
Jim
one
Lee
I
to
have.
sign that one.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And then Jim Lee went back and did the same that cover swipe with Justice League.
But you know what the interesting thing about that X-Men covers that you were showing?
Huh.
That was actually on a box. You know them collector's boxes that you used to get with full of comics that you open up? The artwork was on there and it had Havoc and it had somebody else on there. It had some different characters in place of Psylocke and Rogue.
Yeah.
And Cyclops was wearing his X Factor get up.
Oh, that's crazy.
That's right, man. I remember that.
I want to say you had Havoc, Polaris, the Banshee, and a couple other people too.
Yeah, Banshee was on it.
Yeah.
I've got it all the way through the whole run, all the way through 116. I think that's the complete run, no?
No, that went up to 300.
Yeah. Because they changed it from New X-Men.
X-Men, New X-Men, then it became X-Men again, and then it became X-Men Legacy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Then they relaunched Legacy for that to be Legion's book, and then they ended it at 300.
Okay, so I got a lot more to collect now.
Yeah, that was
Go ahead. I'm sorry, Sean.
that was a pretty long run. I got a good chunk of it. I don't have every issue.
And the good news about that particular run, I'm missing like 28 issues for that run. But a good chunk of those books are like in the dollar bin, man. You could like,
Yeah.
and they're in excellent condition, like because nobody's checking for them,
Yeah.
So
When I got back into collecting in 2015, some of the first runs I completed were X-Men. This run here, I guess not completed, but through 116, I got Silver Surfer, Infinity Gauntlet, like just a bunch of the books, the reads of.
I almost bought issue 1 of Infinity Gauntlet.
Yeah, I got the
some-
whole Infinity Gauntlet, all the tie-ins, all the aftermath, all the Silver Surfer before. Like, I love that
Yeah.
one.
I remember when I used to try and get all that stuff.
Yeah.
Until because I used back in the '90s, they were doing so many X-Men events.
Yep.
But I tapped out when they did Age of Apocalypse,
Yeah.
and I was like, this is a huge change, and I was like, I wasn't ready for that. I saw Wolverine with one hand, Cyclops with one eye. I'm like, what is this shit? So I passed on that until they went back to the regular X-Men. It took me a couple years later for me to realize, like, Age of Apocalypse was really great.
Yeah.
But at that time, I didn't want to get into that huge storyline change and buy every issue, because I wasn't buying every X-Men issue monthly. I would pick up a few here or there, but the main ones were the 2 X-Men books, Wolverine, Cable, and what was the other one? There was another book I was getting at that time, full time. I think it was X Factor. Yeah, X Factor.
Nice.
Speaking of X-Men, this is not like a huge sought after book, but this is like Scotty Young's first like work with Marvel.
Oh, that's cool, man.
Yeah. So it means a lot to me, but another dollar bin book you can find, but I mean it's Scotty Young's first work. Like, this is awesome, dude. Like, look at that. His starting his baby style.
Cool, man.
Yeah, so this is an awesome book. I never got this is like the first time I actually got a chance to look through it. So
Love it.
yeah, it's pretty cool.
Love it.
why is
So-
Go ahead, sir.
It's always good to have somebody's first work,
Yeah.
especially when you don't know it, you got it until somebody brings it up. Like, oh wait, I got that issue.
Yeah, homie in the community pointed it out.
Go ahead, Al.
Oh, what I was going to say is that I subscribe by the mantra that, key doesn't necessarily have to be a book that, is of value. It can be something sentimental. So, I have several keys that
I agree.
it beckons back to my childhood. I can remember reading a particular book at a certain time and everything, and it evokes some good memories. So that would be considered a key book for me, So.
Yeah.
Yep.
I agree. I mean, I used to try to collect everything and anything I could, and I've changed to, it's got to be sentimental, man. It's got to be a reason I want that book.
Yeah.
And I like collecting that way much better.
I mean, because when you collect that way, and I mean, there's no offense against people that collect for the purpose of just collecting, flipping, or whatnot. But in my opinion, I collect that way too. I collect for sentimental value.
Yeah.
And like, for example, I'm actually working on a run of Image comics from the 90s, and I'm missing a few. I ain't gonna lie, I might get roasted, but I don't care. Youngblood, I'm looking for like that run because I'm not gonna lie.
You ain't gonna get roasted, bro.
I collected it when in the 90s. See, Bedrock
You ain't the only one. That's an awesome read, dude.
and Brahma, and even though Shaft had a crazy name, but I mean, my thing is that a lot of that stuff, man, I could just remember certain things when I was reading those books, and I really think that I sold my first collection, but thank God for dollar bin. So
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say earlier. When I started collecting all my, like, finishing the X-Men run, the Spider-Man McFarlane, there's all dollar bins I was finding everything, And it
Yeah.
was fun. You get in there and you know what you're looking for, and you start looking, and all of a sudden you see a few of them. You're like, yes, I found them today. It feels so good.
And then a lot of times when you go to a comic book store, I mean, you're at times you'll find books that are keys, like that actually have some type of meaning behind it. Alpha Flight, that's my crew right there.
Yeah, this is like dollar bin galore. Like
You can
this is
find
like
a
one
lot
of the
of
first. Yep.
That's
That was like one of the first series I started collecting, just jumping into dollar bins. I love it. I love Sasquatch. Puck is one of my favorite characters, dude. Like, it's an underrated series, definitely.
You're a cool cat, man. If Sasquatch is your favorite character, he's my favorite out of him and Shaman.
Oh yeah, Shaman's really cool too. Yeah, and especially when he starts trading talisman.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And see, those are. Yeah. I thought I had issue number 1, but I need their issue number 1. When's their first appearance? Which X-Men book is that?
I'm looking forward now. It was
Okay.
129? No.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I gotta look it up too.
I know Al has it.
I know. I think he was showing it last time it was on. I think that's why I was like, ooh, which one is it again?
Because Guardian appeared first.
Yeah, he
Well,
was,
Yeah. Yeah.
120.
120.
120.
Okay.
Man, that's awesome.
I love that cover, Guardian uppercutting Wolverine.
Oh yeah, he gave him the Shoryuken. That's before it was Shoryuken.
That's right.
Yeah. I think everybody has different collecting habits, There's some people that just buy comics for the covers alone.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
I agree.
it's artwork, so, you're still getting it for the art,
Yeah.
even if it's just cover. Some people buy it to flip, some people buy it, to read. Everybody has different collecting habits,
Yeah. No, I agree.
Listen, we all love it,
Yep. Collect
Yeah.
it away.
I was showing this earlier. I got a second copy of Gotham City Sirens.
Oh my god!
Yeah, and I got this in a lot with a bunch of Harley Quinn books for $60. I'm like, shit, this book is worth $60.
Yeah.
So shoot,
that's
I might as
awesome.
well just buy it.
Get some extra stuff while I'm at it.
Yeah,
Yep. That's how I got my ASM 33. I bought a lot of like Silver Age books and that book was in there. That and like first appearance of Norman Osborn was in there.
and you know what's funny? I got Marvel Team Up 41 in a lot that include other Marvel team ups.
Oh,
And
wow.
I thought somebody was going to try and outbid me on it. And luckily nobody didn't. And I won it at a really good price.
That's awesome.
So I was like, I got the trifecta. And then people bringing up, Spectacular Spider-Man, this issue and that issue. I think Goat was bringing it up early in the chat about, Secret Wars 8 and the true first appearance of the black costume.
Oh, snap. Hold on. Where's
They
that?
brought up 252 and all that stuff. I'm like, y'all trying to make me just get all the books and say, here's the whole collection of the first appearance of the black suit Spider.
This is the first one. This one right here.
Yeah, and Web.
Yeah. Those
That's
are
a
like
great
some of the
cover, too.
first. Those were some of the first keys I bought. Oh, nice.
Yeah, that's
There it is.
That's that first appearance of Alpha. Like they're looking out like, yeah, we're gonna get these kinds of things. And then 121 were all hell breaking.
That Sasquatch. That's so cool.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that's my dude, man. Aside from
Yeah.
Juggernaut and Colossus, so they're doing a new Juggernaut series that's coming out in May.
Really?
A mini series. Yeah.
They're coming out with so many. I was looking in one of these books earlier, and they're coming out with so many random like X-Men series. It made me laugh. Let me see if I can open it up real quick.
I mean, the X-Men are hot again, and
Yeah.
that goes. It's like we need to squeeze as much blood out of the.
Look at this. Hellions are getting their own shit.
Yeah.
Cable. I don't even like this version of Cable. It's teenager Cable.
I'm dropping all my X-Men stuff except for just X-Men.
Yeah, that's what everybody. John's been convincing me to like drop a bunch of stuff. I just.
I'm not surprised though. I'm not surprised that people dropping X-Men. It's like,
Yeah, no, I'm not
like-
either.
you pick up all the issues, give it a shot. You only keep the ones that you really like,
Yep.
and it's too much, to be honest.
Yeah.
It's like it was in the 90s when you had like freaking 25 X-Men books on the shelves. It's
Yeah.
like when you put out so much, I'm like, I'm not getting all those.
Yeah. I just caught up in my reading for the last 2 weeks, and so I read Fallen Angels, X Factor. What was the other one I was getting? Excalibur. And I was just like, after I'm done reading, I'm like, I don't even care. Like that was like hard to get through, and it shouldn't be that way. I just want to read the next page, And then I go read Darth Vader 1 and Thor 2, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I cannot wait for the next book. Like chills all over my body,
Yeah.
And after doing that, I'm like, okay, I'm dropping that. I can't do it.
Got Bake the Snake in the chat.
What up, Bake?
What's up, Bake?
To be honest, I have not been as interested in X-Men in a long time.
Yeah.
Even when Hickman came back to do it, I was like, I'll wait for the trade, It's something, but when I got back in the comic books, the X-Men wasn't the same for me.
Yeah.
And this was after Second Coming and the whole Generation Hope stuff, and I just didn't really feel invested in the X-Men as I used to be.
You didn't like what's that Messiah run? What is that run?
That was awesome, but then that coincided with my exit from comic books for a while.
That's true.
I had to catch up with a lot of that stuff when I came back in. But at the time when I came back in the comics, X-Men they did the Avengers versus X-Men.
Yeah.
So I was like way behind on what was going on with the situation. So I was like, I'm not gonna try and jump back into it. I'll slowly catch up on some of the stuff prior to Avengers vs. X-Men, and then after I finally read Avengers vs. X-Men, I really didn't jump into what followed after that. That's when they did all new X-Men with the time displaced X-Men. I was not into that.
I hated that, man.
I was not into that at all. Like, do we really need to go back in time, pull the original 5, and say we need to have them? And that was just a reason to bring back Jean Grey. Let's be honest here. They did that to bring back Jean Grey.
When Jean came back, what was that little thing called?
The Phoenix.
Resurrection of the Phoenix.
Yeah, Resurrection. Yeah.
That was good. It was actually really, really good. But everything around it was just, I don't know, man.
Garbage.
Yeah, just like Wolverine. Oh, Hunt for Wolverine was so cruddy, man. Return of Wolverine was so bad.
I didn't even, it took me a while to buy just the first issue of Return of the Wolverine. I waited till it's in dollar bins or something like that. Same with Uncanny X-Men. Everybody's like, oh, Uncanny X-Men is coming back. I'm like, Uncanny X-Men ain't been gone that long.
Yeah.
But because of the nostalgia of the title, people was excited.
And it wasn't even that good.
No.
Yeah, it wasn't.
Did you guys read Astonishing X-Men at all?
I haven't read it, but I heard it was decent.
That's my favorite X-Men in the last 3 years. Astonishing X-Men. It was really good.
Is that the one that Jason Aaron written, or
I don't know.
Ooh, Jason Aaron. I'll read it if he did it.
I can't remember. I know he might have did Amazing X-Men.
Okay.
Because it was so many X-Men books coming out. I was like,
But that's how I feel about Spider-Man. There's so many different variations of Spider-Man to read right now. They only have a Daily Bugle coming out. I'm like, what? I don't want to read all these damn Spider-Man's titles. Like the Miles Morales one I want to read.
Like compared to when we were younger and there were 4 Spider-Man books out plus Unlimited, you didn't mind getting all that stuff because you want to get your Spidey fix in. Nowadays you're an adult and you just want to get just a few of that. Like I still get Amazing Spider-Man and that's about it. I got the first issue of Friendly, didn't get the rest. I got Superior Spider-Man when that came back. I like the original Superior Spider-Man, but I didn't, want to get the new one. I just picked up the first issue, read it, it was okay, and I didn't jump on the rest of it.
Same here.
And then too, you gotta look, man, back in the days, even in the 90s, man, a comic book was what? Anywhere between $1.50 to $2. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That was like $5 a piece. So it's like it's hard trying to, even if you are diehard, it's really hard trying to keep up with a lot of titles. If it's come out like Spider-Man or the Avengers, because they got like 6 or 7 titles. That's what burned me out on X-Men. After a while, man, it was so many different X-Men titles. I'm like, screw this, man. I ain't buying nothing, So
yeah, and that's what that I like when X-Men they tried to bring it back to prominence. And I'm like, it feels like the same old for me. You know, you get one good book like House of X, Powers of X. I say it like that. Everybody praises it, says great, and then you come out with a bunch of X books to follow it. I'm like, can we just get no more than 2 X-Men books? That's it.
Yeah,
I understand that there's a lot of characters in the X-Men universe, so you need multiple books. But at the same time, the way these books cost and the terrible paper quality, I damn sure don't want to be buying all these books.
Yeah. Well, I feel like a lot of the reason that they're doing it is so that they can have stuff to work with when they bring the X-Men into the MCU. And, you know, so like, oh, the X-Men died. We're going to bring them back with Krakoa, you know. That's how we'll bring them into the MCU, you know. So, I don't know. Oh, what are you looking for, Matt?
The Astonishing X-Men, man. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Well, currently I collect 5 of the titles, the newer titles. And all of them up to this point have been interesting. But see, my thing is, that's for the most part the X titles with a couple of DC titles and maybe some
indie.
I think you froze on us.
No.
James Earl Jones.
It's like
Yeah, he
perfect
froze.
expression. It's all good.
White Whale Comics just messaged me that he finished reading Harry Potter for the first time and now he wants to do a discussion.
No way.
I'm like, yes, sir, let's do it.
Awesome.
That he read Sorcerer. What is it? The first issue. Thank you.
I think he read all of them. He said
Oh wow! Yeah. Well, yeah, because when they were first coming out, people were knocking them out in like a couple of hours. Like I have friends that read them in like 3 hours when the movie first came, when the book came out. I'm like, nah, it's gonna take me a couple days. But people were.
That first night that the last book came out, really 4 hours, man. I finished that whole book.
Yeah. See, I hear the same thing.
Good stuff, man.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. I guess we lost him. His phone must have frozen or something.
No.
Yeah, if he pop back in, he'll pop back in.
Yeah.
But did you got his IG and YouTube page, right?
Yeah, I already followed him, man. Yeah, I've never seen him or met him before, man. So it's really
yeah. Last week was the first time I ever seen him. Like, very knowledgeable dude. So, and his voices are. That's why I connected, because I always wanted to do like voice acting too, but I just never got it. I just practice at home, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
it was.
Go ahead. Sorry.
What? No, go ahead.
What were you say, Puff?
Yeah, he's a great guy. You know, I was on the Comic Con Roundtable back in November, I think. You know, on their show. And it was awesome talking with those guys. You know, they're just a great group of collectors, has great knowledge on comics and stuff. I'm hoping that, you know, they can get back together, because they, you know, adulting, work life and stuff like that kind of took them away from doing live shows. But, you know, I'm hoping they can get back together and do a show, because they're awesome.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah. And he liked the free flow style of this show, because their show tends to like have topics and then they end with their hauls.
Nice.
Here he is.
So there's a little more structure to it.
Yeah.
Nice. What's up, Al?
My internet company is about to get a cursing out that they've never experienced.
What's up,
Big
little
Will is
Will?
that.
Big Willie, stop!
Hey, Big Will, you know, if you step out, man, you can always jump back in, because we'll still be on when.
Yeah, last Saturday I was trying. I think it was last Saturday. You guys went for like 4 hours, didn't you?
Close to it.
Yeah, man. I was trying to jump in, but I just had too much to do. And then I'm like, they were on for 4 hours. I should have been able to make it, you know? Oh, man. Good time.
Yeah.
Well, you're super dad, so.
So, Al, what was you gonna say before you got cut off by your internet?
Sean, I cannot even remember, man. I was so incensed with my internet services that I actually went on their site and started a chat. So I can't even remember. But what I was going to ask you guys though, has anyone of y'all seen the Birds of Prey?
I haven't seen it yet. Yeah, I haven't seen it, and I don't know. I haven't really heard anybody say anything about it. Like, I just know that I wasn't a big fan of Suicide Squad, so I was like, do I want to see this? Did anybody else? Did you see it?
I haven't. It's been getting mixed reviews. I mean, that's not a movie that I would actually go see because I'm not a fan of Harley Quinn in that way. You know, but I mean, anything that my biggest concern with that movie, I'm hoping that DC is successful with their movie franchises because you know Marvel's been really kicking their tail collectively, and with Joker, which was a great movie, I was hoping that they kind of like kept the winning streak going. So you know,
yeah.
So you liked the Joker?
I liked it. I mean, I took the movie for what it was. I mean, I know they took liberties with it, but the movie itself had like a message behind it, which I could get behind that message. And that's what I took it for. You know, as far as me looking for, you know, Joker laughing gas with, you know, turning fish into Joker looking fish and all that kind of stuff. I wasn't really expecting that. But me personally, I go into a movie now, especially a comic book movie, my expectations are low anyway. You know, I have to build up from that because I've been burnt a couple of times. I'm not saying anything about the previous X-Men franchise, but I'm talking the X-Men.
Daredevil!
Everything in the X-Men franchise with the inclusion of that god-awful the last movie, the if you want to call it the Phoenix, that movie was
what movie?
The last.
I don't remember that movie coming out.
You know what? I'm starting to get some amnesia. I'm starting.
No, I know exactly what you want. The chick from Game of Thrones played Jean Grey, right?
Yeah.
That one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't even see it. Like, I couldn't do it.
I
don't know. Like,
I thought the Dark Phoenix was going to be horrible, so I just didn't watch it in the theater or anything. And then we rented it the other day, and I was actually pleasantly surprised.
Okay.
My mama wanted to watch it, so I watched it with her on the TV.
And I think I get Al 100%. I just knew it was going to be crappy, so I was just expecting nonsense.
Okay, so you lowered your expectation.
No,
okay.
I mean, it wasn't great. I'm not going to go watch it again, you know, but it wasn't as horrible as I was expecting it because how low the bar was set, you know. So it was okay.
Especially considering how everybody was surprised by Logan and how good that was. You know, I was. Logan was great. Apocalypse was trash, and I had no expectations for Phoenix.
Yeah.
I wasn't a fan of Logan at all, man, and I know I'm in the minority.
That's fine.
But I watched it and I just didn't like it, man. And the only thing that I did break down crying at the end when they buried him, and then she takes the cross out and turns it to the X. Holy crap, man! I like chills everywhere. I just started bawling. But other than that, I was like, yeah, I'm not a fan of it. that was a good scene right there.
Yeah.
You know how I feel about it.
Yeah.
How you feel about it, sir?
My favorite character is Wolverine.
That
you know how I feel.
So, would you guys like to see Hugh Jackman in the MCU, or do you think they need to get someone new?
They gotta get
someone new. He only has.
I think.
And then he'll be too old.
Yeah.
As much as we want to see it, considering the fact that he's been Logan for that long.
Yeah.
If he died in the movie, I don't know if I want to see him, because then it's a missed opportunity not having him and Robert Downey Jr. together, two guys who play their characters the longest.
Yeah, but I hear Robert's gonna come back, man.
Really?
Yeah, I've been hearing a lot of stuff that he's gonna take a little 2-3 year hiatus, and then they're gonna put him right back into the MCU.
Oh, I hope they do AI Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah. I know for sure he's gonna be in Black Widow movie, but they're like flashbacks and stuff, you know.
Oh, okay.
So, did you guys see her pop?
No,
pop Black Widow. It looks like she's holding pin particles.
I heard about that.
Yeah,
I heard
man.
about that.
If you check out the pop, she's got a little like vial of something red in her hands.
So that means like Red Hulk, right?
I don't know, man. It
Possibly.
could be that. It could be pin particles. I don't know.
Yeah.
What do you say,
That'll be
El?
interesting.
There was a rumor going around about Red Hulk with that the vial or whatever she has.
Mhm.
There's also been a rumor that the Soviet super secret guard with
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Major and I can't not North Star, but I can't remember her name.
North Star. I know what you're talking about.
But yeah, they're supposed to be in the movie as well. So I think of all the superhero movies this year, I'm looking forward to that one and Wonder Woman, of course. So,
Yeah, same here.
I think it's could be like some sort of weapons plus deal, because that would allow us to say Captain America's Weapon 1.
you know,
We could get in the X-Men and all that through the weapons plus. So it could be that vials of that super soldier.
So let me ask this. I'm gonna pose this to the panel, and because this is one of the biggest discussions in like the comic book community when it comes down to the X-Men, the Fantastic Four, because we know eventually they're going to be brought into the MCU.
Right.
How, based on what you all have seen thus far, how do you all see that actually happening? Do you think it's going to be due to some the whole thing with Thanos and Iron Man putting everything back the way it was? Because in Far From Home they threw a big red herring out there for everybody, because Mysterio was allegedly from a different universe, but then come to find out the lie detector test determined that was a lie. So
Yeah.
what do y'all think?
WandaVision.
I heard the same thing.
It's gonna happen. And then Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness,
Mm-hmm.
she's gonna go crazy. Or something's gonna happen with her.
House
And then
of
that
M.
lets the door open for history to change. And then, like I said, weapons plus Cap's 1, and then we could get the X-Men and get it up that way. Because in the Ultimate Universe, which they're following, Wolverine was the first mutant.
Right.
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a solo Hulk movie, and that's where Wolverine's going to be introduced.
Please.
I really think we're gonna see that.
Please.
And the crazy part of that is, and please forgive me for interrupting you.
No,
I was, I've seen that as far as the Hulk. That would be awesome if they did that. But they can also use that particular movie to introduce Alpha Flight as well.
yeah.
Yes. Yes.
And
That
then,
would
I
be
mean,
awesome.
All they gotta do is drop a Department H reference, and we know automatically where that's leading.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard Rogue, like Southern Comic Geek, may be in Captain Marvel too. So,
Really?
yeah, and she's
Hey,
going to be bad.
I like
bad
how he
Rogue.
said, "Get rid
Yes.
of Brie Larson."
Is she gonna take her out?
That's right.
Because
Get rid of Brie, have a Rogue, and have the new Monica Rambeau do her thing.
Yes.
Ooh, yeah. Yes.
And
That
you
would
know
be
that'd be awesome.
Spectrum. Oh my god.
If
And
Rogue
then-
is rumored to be in that movie, could you imagine the price of the Avengers Annual 10 just skyrocketing? Because it's cheap as heck right now. So
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah. I got it right here.
And I think we're gonna get Adam Warlock through the Guardians for sure. Oh yeah, I love
Yeah.
that, man. Cool.
Yeah.
And I think
And it was a cheap book too. So sorry. Go ahead, Matt.
no worries, man. Show it off. I think eventually we're gonna see Annihilus come through.
Oh, that'd be sweet.
That's my favorite character besides King the Conqueror.
Oh, dude, he's awesome, man. Like both of those characters right there. Like if you're
Yeah.
messing with the pin particles and you're going through time, right? You're gonna run into Kang.
Yep.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if you're going through, oh my gosh, my brain's going blank.
The Multiverse of Madness.
Negative zone. The negative zone.
Yeah, the negative zone.
Yeah.
You're gonna run into Annihilus, man.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? And those are there. They're already out there. They're already a part of the story. We got to run into those guys.
And this is
I
why
don't
it's so. Go ahead, Will.
Well, I was just going to say, I don't think they'll do the negative zone. I think they'll have anything not of this universe be just like a parallel universe, something like that. So I think we might get Annihilus that way. We'll get Mephisto that way. We'll get all those other characters, I think, from WandaVision or the Doctor Strange movie. And then anything with time, you can throw Kang in there at any point.
Yeah,
Really.
I agree.
And I think what Fantastic Four would be the perfect movie, at least within second or third, to introduce the negative zone, since that was huge in terms of the Fantastic
Heck yeah.
Four.
Heck yeah, man.
So-
Annihilus versus the Fantastic Four.
Exactly. You know, if they
Yep.
that would be awesome, man.
Yeah. And then I mean, if you like, we're not even talking about Thor, God of Thunder.
Mhm.
Like, there's so many characters that could come out of that. You know, I mean,
Yeah.
we got Gore, the God Butcher. You know,
Yeah.
we've got
No.
Silver Surfer could show up there. Mephisto
Yeah.
could show up there.
Yep.
Oh man, I don't know, man. It's just
Yeah.
I'm excited. But I'm
Thor,
worried,
Love and
because
Thunder.
can we ever get back to the epicness of Infinity War and Endgame? Like, can they really do that? I don't know.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
they could do that.
A Secret
Yeah.
Wars movie would be awesome.
That would.
Yeah.
That would. The one I want to
Wonder.
see, and it's more street level, but I want to see it happen one of these days, is Maximum Carnage, man. If they go Secret Wars into Venom into Maximum Carnage and a 10-year run, oh my gosh, man.
That'd be awesome. Yeah.
I bet you money Sony is going to leave Spider-Man Peter Parker in the Marvel MCU, but yet I bet you will have Miles Morales, Venom, and Carnage all over there at Sony. So they could do something with that.
I could see that. So we got
I still don't like that they took Miles Morales supporting character, put the name Ned Leeds on him, and put him in Peter Parker's Spider-Man movie.
yeah.
Well, that could be why the Sony's saving Miles for themselves.
But is that a good idea though for Sony? Knowing their track record, like, you know,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I didn't say they would be good movies. I just said that's probably
You know, looking at the Sony Spider-Man movies like Far From Home and what was the other one? Homecoming.
Homecoming was the first.
Homecoming, yeah.
So I love the new actor, man. I think he's great as Spider-Man, and I loved him especially in Civil War. But I don't love those Spider-Man movies, and I'm not sure how you guys feel about those.
Here's the thing:
the current one.
when I watched Homecoming, the only thing I really liked was the Vulture, especially that tense car scene and their battle at the end.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
all the high school stuff was irritating me.
Kinda
a bit,
corny.
You know? Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
I was like,
High quality CW.
I can see
like you compare this Flash Thompson to previous Flash Thompsons. He looked like you could whoop his ass quick and not even sweat.
I know.
I'm like-
I know.
I'm like, all he's saying is dirty jokes at Peter. I'm like, he's not bullying Peter. He's verbally bullying him, but
Yeah.
Peter looked like he could just whoop his ass quick and be done.
yeah.
Man,
But,
that's crazy. I love them movies.
And I liked them.
It's Spider-Man. It's good,
Yeah, I
but-
mean,
Yeah, of
it's
course.
Spider-Man, but the only thing is I didn't want to go back to the high school setting, because I felt like, at least with the Sony movies, the earlier ones, we saw the progression of Spider-Man from high school to college to adult life.
Yeah.
And then, you go to the Amazing Spider-Man, it's once again high school, college, and stuff. Then you go to this one, it's high school, and he didn't even get to college yet, so we still waiting on that. And I'm like, it's a cycle. It's like seeing Batman's origin so many times. Like, how many times we gonna see Spider-Man in high school? How many times we gonna see this? I want to see the adult Spider-Man that we grew up reading.
Yeah.
In the 90s, Spider-Man was an adult. He was married to Mary Jane, and he was dealing with threats from the villains while still maintaining his marriage with Mary Jane.
Venom showing up in his house. Yeah, man.
Yeah, that
You know what I
scene,
mean?
that page was fucking epic. One of Tom McFarlane's best.
Yeah, dude.
Think of it this way, though, fellas. We now have a Spider-Man that's young enough. We can do a few movies in high school.
Yeah.
We can do a few movies in college. Then he could be an adult, get married. And, oh, Lord, I hope that's not how they introduce Mephisto with One More Day something.
No, please no.
Oh,
Please no.
man.
No.
But anyway.
You know,
I'm saying we got a ways to go with the same guy.
I like that idea, man. Just Amazing Spider-Man 2, the Raimi one, like that that's my favorite Spider-Man movie that there is, man. Doc Ock.
Oh,
And that scene when Mary Jane, like, she sees that Peter is Spider-Man for the first time, like, the weight of that movie was so good, you know.
Yeah.
And I want that. I want Spider-Man to not be such a joke, like, Mr. Stark, let me kiss your butt, Mr. Stark, you know, like,
Yeah.
I want him to be a little bit more mature and not so corny, you know. I don't know, I love the
Yeah.
movie though. They weren't the next level for me that they should have been.
yeah, because when you look at Spider-Man 2, that was just an excellent evolution of the character. And it really balanced that great power come great responsibility tagline, because he was dealing with so much power in terms of Doc Ock fighting him and stuff like that, but he also had to carry the weight of the responsibilities. That was like one of my favorite Spider-Man movies of all time.
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah.
Spider-Man 2.
Yeah,
I agree, and I love Doc Ock, so it's like it was good to see him, you know.
What, man?
Yeah.
But I'll tell you what, Spider-Man showing up in Civil War, I wet my pants, man. I was
Yeah, I agree.
oh,
I
that
agree.
is
It was an epic. That and like Ant-Man turning big, like that was
so
awesome.
good. So good, man.
Yeah.
So I saw the thing on Twitter the other day, and I'll ask you guys. They said, which trilogy do you prefer, Captain America trilogy or Batman Begins trilogy?
Batman Begins trilogy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm gonna take one.
Well, you really can't compare it.
Well, Captain America was like 3 different movies. You know, they're not even like following each other. They're 3, even though Cap's story and Bucky's story continues in each one.
Yeah.
But tonally, they're like 3 different movies.
No, I agree. I'm not a huge fan of Captain America anyway. Like I'm more of like a U.S. agent dude anyway. So yeah, you already know, fist bumping. Yeah. So I'm not the hugest like Cap fan.
Yeah. I don't know, man. I love the MCU too much, man. Like it's the best to me that there is.
Yeah. Well, like Al was saying, I'm hoping that like the DCU like gets their crap together, because like I love like Man of Steel. That was like a beautiful movie. The soundtrack, everything. And then like I saw like the next one, Superman versus Batman. I was just like, I'm done. I'm so done. Yeah.
That's so.
Do you think it would behoove DC to be willing to let the CW actors also play in movies?
Yes, if Flash from CW had have been the Flash in the Justice League, it would have been 100 times better movie.
Not have a CW 2-hour long movie, but just have the same actors be able to do. I think that would really work.
Yeah. Well, I feel the same way about the Netflix Marvel shows. Like I feel like they didn't intro.
But that is more likely to happen
Get
than the other.
Punisher and Daredevil into the MCU. Oh my goodness, man!
Yeah.
That would probably happen. The other, I doubt it. But I think it would benefit DC more than it would Marvel.
Luke Cage too. He was legit, man.
Yes. I like the original Defenders, but I like that group of Defenders as well. Well, I'm wearing the shirt.
Original Defenders all the way.
Yeah.
Original Defenders all the way.
Okay, I got a question for you guys. Who's your favorite Batman?
Michael Keaton all day.
Keaton for you?
Yeah.
Michael Keaton for me, and the best Joker, in case you're wondering, is Nicholson.
Yes. Well, I'm like on the fence. I'm on because
Best
I
live
don't.
action Joker is Nicholson. There we go.
No, I never got the hate some people kind of throw on Nicholson, saying, "Oh, he was just being Jack Nicholson." That's why he was perfect for the damn role. Because
he's crazy.
In other movies, where he being crazy shit, like he's a perfect Joker. He had the look, he had the character, and all that. He was perfect. So people saying, "Oh, he was just being Jack," I'm like, that's why he got the damn role, because he was being Jack.
Yeah.
Stop it, man. I like Heath Ledger's Joker. It was different. It was creepy. It was unique. He didn't laugh a lot, but he was subtle with it, you know, and he was very, very scary to deal with.
Yeah.
But Nicholson was just a perfect Joker in terms of how he portrayed that character to the T.
The best character in a DC movie is probably Heath Ledger's Joker, but the best Joker is Jack Nicholson.
Yeah, I will agree with that statement.
Okay, yeah, now
I'm gonna go
I
Wonder
will
Woman.
agree with
man.
that statement.
which Wonder Woman?
Jack Nicholson
yeah,
played
good
classic
man.
Joker, whereas Heath Ledger played a newer, more creepier Joker, which was fantastic. By the way, I didn't believe when everybody was praising it, so I had to see it for myself, and I had to admit that he played a different but fantastic Joker. And if you look at all the Jokers, they all have some different layers added to him to make them stand out.
Except Leto's.
Yeah, except like
Yes,
ignore him.
totally agree.
Like he's at the bottom. He's at the bottom of the barrel. No, I could watch Batman '66 and all Cesar Romero. Cesar Romero was perfect. Like when you look at Cesar Romero, he played the Joker to the T. That's that '50s, '60s Joker. He was the Joker back then. Man. Like fantastic.
Al, who's your favorite?
It's like you got Cesar Romero, and then you gotta go way down in the pit just to reach that thing.
Oh man.
Yeah.
I'd have to agree with Will's take on it, man. I mean, Jack Nicholson, in my opinion, has been the best movie adaptation of Joker, but Heath Ledger's performance actually it was, man. I'm like you, Sean, man. It was like I didn't see the movie when it first came out, so I'm like, yeah, they're doing all this because Heath Ledger passed and all this kind of stuff, yada yada yada.
I would agree with you there. I think he gets so much extra praise, and people hold him up because he died early.
Right.
If it had happened to Jack, we would be holding him up too.
Right.
Yeah,
It's
agree.
the same thing with Michael Turner. His art is great, but he is not better than Jim Lee or anything. But people hold him up there because he died early, with cancer, and that's sad.
Yeah.
And he is an amazing artist, but I feel the same way. Sorry to interrupt you there.
No, you're fine. But yeah, man. I think Heath Ledger, for what it's worth, taking out the fact that he did pass untimely, he did a great job with what he was given. But yeah, my hat goes to Jack Nicholson, man. He was the quintessential Joker for that particular time frame. And Michael Keaton is my favorite Batman. So, least favorite is George Clooney.
Oh yes, thank you. No,
I think the best Joker portrayed ever is the Batman animated series Joker, Luke Skywalker, right?
Yeah.
Oh, Mark Hamill. Yes.
That every time I read a comic book, that's what Joker is.
That's the voice.
Right?
Hey, let's not forget. Even though physically he wasn't in the movie, he technically was in Mask of the Phantasm as the voice of Joker.
Yes,
that was awesome. Like,
yes, it was.
Yeah.
That's where, like,
we have to get specific. Live action movie Joker.
well, that's my
agree with
point.
you.
That's my point. Like, I love all the Jokers and I appreciate them for what they are, but nobody has been Joker for me because that is my Joker. I'm waiting for someone to come out and play it like that, and I don't know if that's possible. You know what I'm saying? I don't think it is. Same with Batman. Like, I've never watched a Batman and said, that dude's Batman. Like, Michael Keaton with his little curlies, man, I'm like, I would get beat up all quick, man. I remember being a little kid in the 90s or 89 watching that movie. I'm like, no, dude, like, oh, I don't know. But I still love the movie, and I still love what it meant to me back then. But nobody's been Batman. I don't know.
Interesting.
So, I mean, Bale was awesome, but he's a different world Batman. He's not my Batman.
Where is he?
Where is he? Yeah, man. I mean, and Keaton was cool. Like, I mean, that scene when Joker comes into Vicky Vale's house and he puts the silver tray in his shirt, and gets shot, and it's so great, man. You know what I mean? But I don't know. I just. I hated the idea of Ben Affleck being Batman at first. Like, I was like, no way. There's no way.
I'm still.
But I actually like him as Batman, man. I'm actually glad he's gone now. I am. He's not the perfect Batman, but I didn't mind him after a while.
Oh, I put him right next to Clooney. I'm sorry.
What do you think about Edward the vampire, man? You think he's gonna do all right?
I don't know. Like, a lot of people have been hating, especially like his. Oh, he doesn't even have the physique. He's too short. Like, no. Like, give him a chance first.
Yeah.
I think he'll do.
I'm willing to give him a chance, man.
Yeah.
I am. I just hope. I hope it turns out good, man.
Yeah.
Yeah. I want to know what you guys think of Leto or Phoenix for the Joker. Only those two. You can't pick anyone else. Who is actually better?
I haven't seen Phoenix portray Joker, so I don't know.
Me either.
I know. I will say that Phoenix only got like a half hour as the Joker in the movie or less, and Leto only had like 15 minutes.
Yeah, beginning of the movie, right?
Phoenix by a technicality.
Yeah,
more screen time as the Joker than Leto.
Although I got to be honest, Leto's Joker didn't have enough to do, say, or exist in the movie to actually make an informed opinion on his role as the Joker. And then he got mad about it, so he's not going to do it again. So really, in my opinion, I can't give you an answer because I don't know what that Joker was like. But just based on looks alone is pretty much all I'm going on. And with that, no.
They cut a bunch of Leto's parts out though. Like he had recorded a whole bunch more.
Yeah.
And they like shut it down from like 30 minutes to like 15, you know?
I wonder why.
Good point.
I agree with Southern Comic Geek, man.
They cut it out because it sucks.
I mean, look. Like I said, Phoenix's performance was fine, but he did have more screen time as a Joker consistently at that last half hour than Leto had in Suicide Squad. That's why I'll lean towards that.
Yeah, and that movie.
Go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, go ahead.
That's my only, because I wasn't a fan of Leto's look.
Thanks, Goat.
I wasn't a fan of the look that Leto portrayed Joker. It was like this punk version of Joker, all these tattoos and gold teeth and stuff. I was like, that's not Joker for me.
It was over the top. They too much.
Yeah. They were trying to like compete with like this whole mumble rap like movement. Let's see if the young ones will watch this movie, and they did. Like a lot of my students love that movie.
I want to apologize for Goat 99. The show was so good that he hasn't finished packing yet because he's watching us, man.
I'm sorry.
Leto's parts weren't crappier than Suicide Squad.
And then like Joaquin's like that movie was like it was supposed to be made as an independent film like style. So it was like it wasn't supposed to be made.
Here's the thing with that movie. I said it when TiVo did a breakdown of the trailer. I was like, this has Scorsese written all over it. All over it. He was saying that it wasn't. But you could still see elements of that trailer. You could see elements of Mean Streets. You could see elements of Taxi Driver. You could see elements of King of Comedy. You know, there were like elements of Scorsese in that movie. Even if he didn't direct it, I could just see that this is definitely a Scorsese movie without him directing it. So I just knew it was going to be a different type of movie for the Joker. And sure enough, it was. You know, it wasn't a superhero movie. It wasn't no movie that's set in the comic book universe. It was just a cinematic movie with a message to stuff.
I hear it's like a really mental health movie. Like that's
the
message
was mental health.
Yep.
Sure was.
The message was you got to have some mental health to think that's a good way to do a movie. That's horrible, man. I was watching with my buddy, and as we were watching, we were looking at the time. Like, okay, is he Joker? Is he Joker? This movie sucks, man. We're like 2 hours in, and he's still in the Joker.
And the movie's titled Joker.
Weird stuff with his head, letting you know, oh, he's crazy. He's the Joker. Of course, he's crazy.
I love it, Big Will. I love
it. Keep it real.
Oh my gosh, man. Yeah, but I guess because the movie did so well, they're gonna keep it. They're gonna like make it connect now, right?
I don't know. They talking about doing a sequel. I really don't understand. I
apparently
really
half,
understand. Oh, go ahead.
I was just going to say, apparently half the guys in the community love it. Like, I think NYC said he loved the movie. I don't know why, but go figure.
I like it.
I just don't think it needs a sequel. When they were talking about it made so much money, we're gonna do a sequel. I'm like, for what? What other story we need to see?
Because it made money. That's why.
Yeah.
I'm like, are we gonna see a whole movie with him just
Come on, Joker.
killing
Squeeze all that money out.
If you're gonna do a sequel, I need to see Joker Fish, like you mentioned earlier, Al. I want to see Joker Fish. I want to see him shoot somebody with gas and people just start hysterically laughing until they die. I need to see all that stuff.
Yeah.
I need to see all that stuff. Like in Mask of the Phantasm, when he went to the hospital to see that guy,
Mhm.
he was shaking he was scared as fuck. And then he stabbed him and put laughing gas in him. All he did was laugh when Batman came to interrogate him. I want to see that.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I just think
One day.
I think the MCU did it right, where they had this huge idea of making these movies connect over 10 years, and I think DC tried to do that, but they just haven't made it work yet, man.
Nope.
You know,
I
Russell.
I really
I
don't
don't
love
think-
Shazam and Aquaman. Like, they're good movies, but I don't love them, and they don't feel like they're just all gonna come together to make this one great story. You know,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Go ahead, Big Will.
Huh?
Go ahead. You were saying something?
I forgot. What's the next subject? I just got through doing all my books, so I'm ready and fully attentive.
All your books, all those books that you bagged and bought.
Yeah, I had 51.
These are books you're gonna sell or for the PC?
Sell.
Okay.
And
I think Justice League, a lot of people hated it so much, and I think the DC universe, they try to like use that movie to try to make more movies off of it, and that ruined them. And what I mean by that is they should have used Darkseid. You know, they should have gone with Darkseid and gone hard at that. And I think in their minds they're like, well, we can't introduce Darkseid yet because we need to introduce him in 2 more movies. You know, and in doing that, introducing Steppenwolf, and it just kind of fell flat. You know, I think if we had to see Darkseid in that movie, it would have been a different movie.
well, he also
And what-
said, "Go ahead."
It would have been a great movie.
Yeah.
'Cause you could have if you shoehorn Darkseid in, it's not going to change the fact that it's a mediocre movie, depending on how they tell the story. You know,
Yeah.
because then you're going to have the critics saying, "Oh, they rushing Darkseid." You know, Marvel did all this time building up Thanos, and then we got to Thanos. It was amazing. We got backstory and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whereas if you bring Darkseid, then you be like, ain't no
There
backstory.
it
You
is.
know, how,
Yeah.
you know, you're gonna throw it in the movie and stuff, and you expect us to really hate him.
Right.
Like, what made me hate Darkseid in the cartoon was when he killed that cop in Superman.
Yeah.
And that changed the whole complexion of his character to the point where you saw him next time, you wanted Superman to beat him because of what he did to Superman and stuff like that. But if you just dump Darkseid in there for no reason other than to say I'm here to take over this planet, it's got to be a little bit more than just that.
Yeah, and I get you, man. I just think that they had this idea of Darkseid coming, and I think last minute they moved him out and decided to go with Steppenwolf instead because of that. And I think it backfired on him. I think the movie went better the other way, even though there still would have been the critics and we didn't have the build up. I think it still would have been better.
Yeah. And then everybody.
I
Oh, go
like
ahead, Big
that.
Will.
Highlight Bake the Snake. That I think is another issue. Is they had 2 movies and they put them together with
Yes.
Darkseid, or not Darkseid, but Doomsday, Death of Superman,
Yeah.
plus the coming of the Justice League, plus Steppenwolf, who's supposed to be Darkseid.
It was too much stuff. Yeah.
And the whole Batman
Well,
versus Superman thing, they just did it wrong, man. It was so corny.
That's another thing.
Your mom's name's Martha too? We're best friends now. You know, like, come on, man.
Does your voice sound like this? Are you an Avenger too?
It was when they did Batman v Superman, they tried to do both that and Death of Superman in one movie,
Yeah.
along
Yeah.
with the whole coming to Justice League, and it just. I sat there and watched that movie in the theaters, and I was ready for it to end halfway through. I was like, "Yo, is it time? Is it time?"
It wasn't cool till Wonder Woman showed up, and then her theme music comes on.
Yeah.
Freaking awesome.
Yeah, that was good. That was
Freaking awesome, man.
That's when the movie actually picked up.
Yeah, it
Say
is.
again?
It is. It's when the
That's
movie
when
picked up.
it picked up when she showed up.
Yep.
Yeah.
After
I
that,
agree.
the movie was actually palatable because it was like, okay, well, we're finally
Yeah.
where we need to be. But yeah, all that other stuff was like, okay.
Yeah. That tells you all you need to know right there. When their third best character comes in, and that's the thing everyone cheers for.
Yeah.
And aren't people saying like the Snyder cut is like way better than the original film or something
They
like
say
that?
that, but I heard some people talk about it. It's not. They want it to be.
No.
It's not that much.
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't see it.
I ain't see it, and I was like, if I ain't like the movie at first, I'm not gonna see additional scenes and think
Same
it's
here.
gonna change my mind.
Yeah.
They should have done Man of Steel too, Bake. You're right.
I
Should
agree.
have gotten that, man.
Totally agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They were just trying to play keep up with the MCU, and it's like, just chill and do your thing, guys. You don't gotta
Yeah. Because they had me at Man of Steel. They had me, and then like
Yeah.
done.
I grew up watching Dragon Ball Z, and always like Goku would beat the crap out of Superman, right? That's how I
Yeah.
was. And then I saw Man of Steel, and like, well, wait, maybe he won't.
Yeah. It's like, huh?
Superman, man.
So there'll
And
be
you got
another
a guy
level
that
of
hated Superman,
Superman.
loving Superman. They did something right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, Christopher Reeve was always my Superman, and he was the embodiment of Superman. Whereas while Henry Cavill was good, I hated what they did to him in BVS, man. They made him just as dark as Batman.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. He's not. No way.
No.
It was almost like Injustice Batman.
Yeah, but don't forget, don't knock Dean Cain now. He's a pretty good Superman.
I gotta make a confession. I've never seen the Christopher Reeves movies.
I seen the first two.
I haven't.
The first two,
The first two, and that's it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You've never seen a single one.
Nope. I tell you, I grew up thinking Superman was a pansy, man. So
Okay.
Well,
I definitely
When
put
we
Superman
get
and
out
Captain
there,
America
you know,
together.
Get
So I
one
agree.
and two, and watch them back to back.
okay. Al, what are you gonna say?
I hate Superman. Like as a character, I hate him. But I will say, those first two Superman movies,
Yeah.
dude, especially the Donner's cut of Superman. Is it one or two? I can't remember.
It's
It's
two that has the Donner cut because of things that happen.
Yeah,
So one also has a Donner cut, but it's just like longer. Two, they add stuff that they took out.
yeah. Man, those are it'll make you change your mind somewhat about. That's the only reason why I like Superman, because of Christopher Reeves, man.
Yeah,
Those-
okay.
And then of course the soundtrack, the score was awesome with
Oh,
them.
yeah.
Yep.
Man.
I agree.
But definitely make sure you watch one and then watch two, because they were made back to back. One was being made, and then when they finished one, they didn't stop. They went right into two.
Oh wow.
Things happened with directors, and Donner quit, so it finished with someone else. But it's still an overall good movie. There are a few weird places in it, but definitely just watch them together.
I got
And I bet the next day we see you, you'll be Suji hit the live stream. You'll be about kneel before God.
3 and 4 though, stay far away from them as you possibly can, because they went off the rails.
Okay.
I
will.
will say that I'm not as big of a fan of the Donner cut of Superman 2,
Sorry, TJ.
just for how it ended. You know, it's like it had the same ending as the first, and I was like, nah.
Yeah.
Now I wasn't too big on the ending of the second movie in terms of how it wrapped up, but I'm like, the Donner cut, you recycled the ending of the first, and I'm like, nah, man.
Explain that to me. I don't know. Why is there a Donner cut, or what is that all about?
Because they treated him dirty, and they got the. Okay, you know, there was these two guys that owned like a production company. They bought the rights to film Superman. They did one, and then they started doing two. One made a lot of money. They loved it. But then when you had two come in, they were like, you know, we should probably do this cheaper and we can pocket more money. So they fire Donner, get this other guy in, finishes the movie, and it's not the same It doesn't have the same feel. It doesn't have the same the same conductor for the train.
Yeah.
So it's a little different. And the Donner cut slices all that they took out from the original director and puts it back in, but it doesn't quite fit.
Yeah.
So that's why it can be a little weird watching the Donner cut.
Okay.
And the thing about it is the second director that took the place of Donner, he added a more campy feel to it.
Oh, okay.
You know, there's a lot of campiness to it, which is why if you watch Superman 3, which he's the full director of, you just see it right from the get-go, straight camp.
It's silly.
That's the one with Richard Pryor.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they wasted Richard Pryor.
All right. So I should watch part 1 and then part 2 with the Donner cut.
You don't have to.
I mean, I'll do it, man. I gotta go check these out.
If you have
to get a better perspective of it, watch the original part 2 and then watch the Donner cut and see how it goes with you.
Cool.
But no matter how you do it, watch 1 and then pop in 2. And if you want to take another shot at 2, do the Donner cut.
Okay.
And if you want to rip your eyeballs out, watch part 4.
Oh my God.
Not bad, huh?
The fake nuclear man. Like he's Superman, and Superman gets
Once you see the first and the second one, you'll understand what we're talking about when we tell you that in number 3, Richard Pryor is the main guy, not even Superman, really.
Yeah.
Superman gets drunk. And
that was the best part of part 3 when he had the
that was the best part of part 3, but
and he fought himself, but that was it.
And then number 4, he gets rid of all the nuclear things, and then some dude that has a weird voice, so they dubbed it as some kind of nuclear man monster. But he looked cool. And when he glowed real good and his powers were going, his fingernails grew like, well, you better watch out. He's got long nails.
And he scratched Superman at some point in the movie. And Superman got sick. Like he got real sick, like he had the flu or something.
Kryptonian nails.
Stupid, man. Like, oh my God.
I agree with TJ. Just step after 2.
You know, Bake said something earlier where he compared Captain America and Superman because they're Boy Scouts. That's why I love them so much, though, man. I get that it's hard to make a story out of that because they're so, they're always going to do the same thing. But I love those guys, man. They're somebody I aspire to be like,
Let me ask the panel this question, though. Aside from the seminal stories like the death of Superman, aside from other media like in the movies, is he not written mediocre or badly most of the time, unless it's like an Elseworld or an event or something like that, aside from a few gems like Death of Superman? That's how I feel. That's why I don't collect or ever really like Superman.
The problem with Superman, though, is that he does not have too many definitive storylines. Like, you look at Batman, and there's a wealth of storylines that is definitive to Batman. When you think of Superman, Death of Superman is probably the biggest one because it's Death of Superman.
Yeah,
there may be a few sprinkled here or there, but they're not truly definitive. Most of them like some Elseworlds, like Red Sun. But other than that, like Superman is a character that's hard to write for because people keep changing his power sets. He doesn't have the villains where that can really threaten to take him because he's Superman. He's going to win at the end, and the only thing you care about is maybe some of the supporting characters because those are the people we care about, and if they get threatened, then he's got to figure out a way to save them. But other than that, he doesn't have a definitive storyline that we can say, man, Superman got some great stories. I'm like, the only one I can really think of is Death of Superman.
I think all his stories that mean something is his origin stories or death stories. Because All-Star Superman, oh my gosh, that's so good.
Oh yeah, that was amazing.
Yeah,
and that's a great definitive story, but it's like it's the minimum. Batman has so many, whereas Superman only has so few.
Yeah.
And
well,
go ahead.
I was gonna say Reign of Superman was really good. That's like I'm not a huge Superman fan, but I love that that run of Superman.
It
And
fits
how-
with death of Superman, though. You know.
Yeah, that's not really Superman. That's the other guys.
Yeah, that's that.
Yeah, because you know you got
But it is
Death of
good.
Superman, Reign of Superman, and then Return of Superman, and that's all
Yeah,
like one
that's
giant
true.
book right there.
Yeah.
And then when they brought all that back, what did they do? They split them in half and they made a
Oh
blue
Lord,
and a
You
red
pretend that
version.
don't happen.
And
Oh, you had the Electric Superman.
the electric Superman. I don't even know what the red one did, but I'm like, oh my god, this is dumb. But
Yeah,
You know, when the right person, I've been getting all the newer like Rebirth stuff, man, and I love Superman. Every time
That's
I read his
cool.
stuff, like, I'm just in love with him. But you guys are right. There's no definitive Superman story. Like, maybe the writers just aren't doing it right. I don't know, man.
no,
Like, I love the Tomasi's run of Superman with his son John.
Oh yeah,
That was a really good run. That especially if you read Batman and Robin that Tomasi and Gleason did. It was just perfect to read. You know, seeing Superman mentor his son and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Then Bendis coming through it all the way. But
Ooh, make this next comment about
Yeah.
especially if it was in the movie. That'd be awesome.
Same here.
because of the Eradicator, Cyborg, Superman, Superboy,
Steel.
and Man of Steel. I mean, yeah, those
Yes.
guys rock, man.
I
Yeah.
agree.
That's what I actually bought. I bought those books recently from my auction. The first, when Superman comes back, the first Superboy in the Reign of when the Superboy appears, and I got all those.
That's the
I-
first
I
one I
had a-
completed. When I
I
got
had
back.
a lot of it.
Yeah.
A lot of Superman.
It's good stuff, man.
Yeah. Although they went a little crazy with their backups.
the Steel movie with Shaq.
Stop. No.
So bad, man.
No.
Oh, man. It was so bad, but I watched it when it was on TV because it was.
No.
It's like
Yeah.
it's like not Shazam,
Sure,
Shazam.
because I was just gonna say that.
Oh man. Yeah, it was fun trash.
that was at a time where Shaq was like the golden boy, and
He was rapping everything,
yeah, he was doing everything. He had Shaq Food Game and all that kind of stuff.
which is garbage.
The newer one is garbage too, but
You want to talk trash, though? Original Captain America movie from like '91.
Oh, that's
Oh, I
hard.
heard about that.
I didn't know that
Yeah.
existed.
That is hard. I'll take Helmet Captain America from the late '70s over that. Red Brown. I'll take Red Brown over that.
he drove the motorcycle and he had his shield
Yeah.
like
The fiberglass shield.
the fiberglass shield looked like an umbrella top, man. It's like,
Yeah,
and with it exploded in the air like a frisbee, man. It's like
and the Red Skull. That was horrible. What
That
they
was
did
horrible.
there with the.
they tried.
I hate that movie.
They tried.
And then the editing was so choppy. I thought today's movie style of fighting with the camera edits was crazy. I'm like, what the fuck am I watching with this shit? Like, that movie was so bad. Oh, man.
And then have y'all seen the Roger Corman Fantastic Four?
No,
That was the last one that came out?
Hey,
No, that was in the '90s. I
Oh,
met the
no.
cast.
yeah,
I met the cast in
Yeah.
at the con in the '90s.
I watched a documentary on that, and apparently, given that they only had $1 million and that was it is
Hmm.
I gotta go
Just
watch
consider-
that. I've seen it.
compared to the other FF movies we've got. I haven't either.
It's like I mean, it was decent. I mean, for what it was worth it. I mean, the B movie, if you could call it that.
Yes.
I mean, it
Well,
wasn't bad. It was comic faithful. I'll give it that much. It was very faithful to the comic.
yeah.
So it's better than the last one that came out.
Oh yeah,
I didn't even see that one.
Yeah, I haven't seen the Corman because
Me
you
neither.
got to buy it or like find some
It's
website.
bootleg. Yeah, I actually saw it on a website a while back, man. But yeah,
Yeah.
it's not for like sale or anything. So.
Yeah.
But,
It's like the Star Wars holiday special. You know, you got if that's
Oh,
never gonna be on
sitting-
TV.
Yeah. But the
That was
dude
hard
that
to sit
did
through.
go ahead.
No, I was saying that was hard to sit through. Oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead. I love the internet, but sometimes you can't quite get it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was just going to say that the dude that played Doctor Doom looked like he stepped out of a comic book. I know that. He was actually dressed as Doctor Doom, as you should see him. And he actually enjoyed it. He thought it was a good role and has offered to redub because they couldn't redub it, so he has this mask-covered voice, and he offered to redo it and dub over it. So it must be a decent movie, all things considered.
Yeah.
Man, I will get that print that I have signed by one of the cast members from the '94 movie because I met them back in the '93 con. But you know, it's
Oh,
tied
wow.
up in that was like the New York Comic Con 1993. But no, I showed that before, but I'll share it on Instagram maybe one time. Other than that, we've been on for almost 4 hours. It's 3 hours and 55 minutes. It is time to call it a wrap, folks.
We might as well make it a nice round 4 hours.
I need to go for a walk. Stretch my legs.
I gotta go make dinner, and then I gotta jump on the Soldier and Fuchsia's channel.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
so,
that's not fire.
So what do you got coming up, boy?
Comic Gories is coming out not this coming Friday because it's Valentine's Day, but the next. So we're gonna have some fun doing Comic Gories. Next week I'm gonna show off some big books that I showed here, so everyone here was able to see it first. And I don't know, man. I've been seeing that the logarithm for how much money we get to make once we're past 1,000. It's much better when you have pre-recorded videos opposed to live shows. So I'm gonna try to do a bit of both. That way I can hang out with a community like this and have a blast, and then get those views in the pre-recorded videos. But just stay tuned, man. That's it. Comic Gories is my favorite thing to do, so we'll be doing that 2 Fridays.
Yeah, I look forward to that.
Thanks, man.
Comics on the mind. What is going on? What you got coming up on your channel?
I don't really have anything planned yet. I'm working on a live show that I'm planning on trying to get out there, and there's a really funny edited show that I'm working on, but I just gotta keep on filming and editing, and then I'll be able to put it up. But I'll be in the chats, and I'll be doing stuff on my Instagram all weekend, so just check me out there. But nothing like planned this weekend.
Cool. Al Rainey,
Yes, sir.
got anything planned?
Not really. Well, actually, I do. Just keep buying comics and everything, and hopefully, I'm throwing it up here. Hopefully, the Comic Calling Roundtable discussion will be back on in full force again. I'm actually working on some content of my own, and I may go ahead and start this YouTube channel. I don't know yet, but I got a little something that I'm working on. But for the most part, man, other than that, about to hit this con up in Huntsville in April, and that's about it. I'll keep posting on Instagram and keep hanging with you guys. So that's it.
Cool. And then I know Big Will. I know you got an auction coming up.
Yeah, auction is Monday at 9:30 Eastern, my format. So we'll get through them things quick. And I also got a video dropping. I grade my giant-sized man thing.
Oh wow.
On Monday. And in case you're wondering, yes, the only reason I bought it was to say I have a giant-sized man thing. And I'll see you in Huntsville. I'm going too.
Right on. We got to link up.
Oh man.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us in this long ass show that it keeps getting longer every Saturday I do it. Southern Comic Geek, Bake the Snake, Werewolf by Lunchtime, Great Man Sharon. Thanks everybody who showed up. Anybody who catches this on the replay, thank you for watching. This is your boy Sean, aka Stay Puft 1983. Check me out on Instagram, goes by the same name. And enjoy the rest of your weekend, folks. Peace out.